What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Fantasy Endgame live with you, as always, to help you win, prepare, to dominate in week 3. Hopefully, you're heading towards a 3-0 start to the season. And if you're not, don't worry. It's okay. It's fine. Relax. And I know you hear that a lot, right? All these players, the teams are like, oh, it's early. It is. It's early. It's been 2 weeks. So don't worry. If you're 0-2, even if you're 1-1, it's okay. Right?
Yes.
Things will get better.
Yes.
But it might not get better for everybody. I think it's fair to ask. It is fair to ask. Some of these players who are off to really bad starts or struggling, is it going to turn around? Always looking for news, right? We're always trying to find updates and this and that, whatever. We got some early injuries to talk about, but I swear, like every other tweet I see or every other thing about fantasy football, it's BTJ. It's all about BTJ. Like, this guy was a first round pick, right? In most leagues, and you expect him to be a stud. And last week, there's a lot of questions. So, is either buy low? This is the time to buy low because obviously a lot of people. We've had a lot of trade questions. A lot of people are like, "Do I trade him? Do I trade him away?" It's a fair question. Is that a mistake?
It's a mistake if you're not getting the return back you should be getting. Like if you're trading him. Like if you can go get BTJ and you don't have to trade like a first round or even a second round value for him. Like if you can trade, I don't know if you could do this, but like if you could trade a Cortland Sutton for him right now, somebody's like, just give me Cortland Sutton. Or if you could trade, I don't know, I'm having trouble thinking about players. But players that were drafted maybe third, fourth round, who've had nice starts to the season, like haven't been total bust like BTJ. I think you have to. I think you have to take that chance, right? Like maybe BTJ is a bust all year. Maybe we know every year we know there are going to be busts. It's going to happen. It happens every year. Maybe he's that guy this year. But at the same time, it's only been 2 games. His usage is insanely high. Like his usage is off the charts good. The Jags are throwing to wide receivers at the second highest rate of all teams in the NFL, only behind the Chargers. Like there's a lot of signs here that point to like BTJ should get much better. So I would not be looking to trade BTJ unless somebody's going to give me like a player I feel really good about. Like if somebody's like, I'm nervous about Chase Brown. Okay, I'll just take Chase Brown because I feel safe enough with Chase Brown. Or if somebody's like, I'm nervous about Drake London after the first 2 games. I probably would still take Drake London because I had Drake London higher than BTJ for the season anyways. But nobody's going to give you like CeeDee Lamb. Nobody's going to give you Jamar Chase. Like nobody's going to give you those guys. So, yeah, don't trade them for scraps. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm still trying to decide exactly which side of the fence I'm on because it seems obvious like he's a buy low because the targets are definitely there, right? The red zone looks. We should have had touchdown 2 different occasions, and they're going to have to pass it a lot, right? This team is still going to pass it. Liam Cohen, we have confidence in him. I don't know. Obviously the tape does not look good. The fact that he was basically scared to get hit multiple times and. Also, we were talking about this. It's not just him. A lot of those targets weren't exactly on target. I'm not the biggest T-Law supporter. I think he's always been kind of overhyped because of his draft status. And, it's just he is what he is, right? He's not an elite quarterback. He's been good enough, but again, maybe it was Mac Jones all along that made him.
That's fair, right? That's fair. Like we didn't, not a lot of people talked about this during the draft process. I think we talked about it maybe a couple times, but very briefly. Like he was significantly better with Mac Jones last year than he was with T-Law. So it's a fair point.
Yeah, he's zeros. And actually, I think probably the better point too is during that stretch. Remember, Christian Kirk was done for the season, and Ingram was hurt. Like. They really didn't have anybody else to throw to. And I know Travis Hunter took a step back in terms of his target share last week. He's still there. All right, they added a couple of pieces like De'Ami Brown. He just might not get as crazy of a target share, but he is still getting targeted. They're just not on target. So I know that it's a cop-out to say, well, I want to wait and see what happens this week. But, if it's not significantly better, then, yeah, I'm not going to buy low. I'm going to just stay away. You know what?
Yeah.
we've also talked about Lad McConkey. People are nervous. People are very nervous. Which side of the fence are you here? Is Lad now going to be also a guy who maybe thrived without the target competition last year? Is this team too good? They don't need Lad to be a target hog?
I'm definitely on team buy low on Lad McConkey. Because again, I mean, this is a very good player, which now looks like a great situation. I know it's annoying that like QJ and Keenan are getting targets, but they're throwing to wide receivers more than any team in the NFL. I think there's enough for all three of these guys here. I know I did see he's dealing with a bicep injury right now, so you may want to monitor that as the week goes on. But I mean, come on, it's got to get better for Lad McConkey. We're talking about a good player and a good offense, an offense that doesn't look like they want to run the football. So I would definitely. There's a lot of people that are way lower on Lad McConkey than BTJ right now. If I'm in a league with somebody like that, I'm taking advantage.
Yeah, and all it takes is one good game for all of a sudden people like, oh yeah, he was fine all along. I wasn't worried. It's like, do I really think Quentin Johnston's going to score every single week?
No,
of course not. But I do think that, yeah, I'd rather wait, because if he doesn't have a big game this week, the Chargers, let's face it, they had a really good matchup last week as well. It's going to be tougher this week at the Broncos. If Lad McConkey doesn't have a big game, I think then you take advantage of an even bigger buy low window. So I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait one more week.
It's always tricky. It's always tricky, right? Because if he goes out there and has like a huge game, then there is no more buy low. It's always tricky.
Right. It's true. But we'll see exactly what happens here. Now, the injury report Wednesday usually doesn't mean a whole lot, but let's start with some good news. Not the players who were limited and whatever, because things will change. But speaking of receivers, it sounds like Xavier Worthy is probably going to play. He's already out there. Sounds like he's practicing, and it's early in the week. We're not waiting for him to make an appearance. I know he was kind of out there last week, but again, it's Wednesday. They're basically making it sound like he is back. And so all the people who blew 90% fab on Hollywood Brown after week one, I mean, as if you weren't already disappointed. What do you see going on here with Worthy?
Yeah, it sounds like, I mean, I think it's still too soon to say he's back, but he was a full participant today. That's fantastic. So, like, I think if Worthy plays, I'm playing Worthy. Like, I have to have him as a strong start. I like, they need Xavier Worthy. Like, this offense needs Xavier Worthy right now, and it's the Giants this week. Worthy plays, I'm playing him.
Yeah, they do need him pretty obviously. What they need is to try to get some semblance of a running game. Apparently, they just don't do that anymore. But you would think they would want to. The Chiefs, right? They'll find a way to get back to the Super Bowl, I guess, regardless.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, Worthy's out there, and also Christian Kirk. If there's a team that needed something, I don't know that Christian Kirk is like the savior for Houston, but man, they need something. And Christian Kirk at least is back. It looks like he's back. Expecting that he'll play in week 3. Are we picking this guy back up if he was dropped?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's guys I would prefer if they're still out there. Like, I know in some of your shallow leagues, I've seen Juwan Jennings was dropped for some reason, like Rashee Rice maybe is out, Chris Godwin, like guys like this. But the thing I saw today, I was, checking into it. They have run the fewest pre-snap motion of any offense so far, which is really weird because they brought that coach from the Rams over, who you would think like that Sean McVay tree is like all about pre-snap motion, right? It's like they're always in motion. And this guy has just come on to this offense and said, nobody move. Everybody just stand there until we snap the ball. And look, CJ Stroud the last 2 years was really good when they use pre-snap motion. I don't know what's going on here. I gotta hope that like the beat writers and people like this starts becoming a thing and they start going to more pre-snap motion. Get Nico in motion. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't try. I mean, they were using Justin Watson as their slot wide receiver. Like, come on. So maybe Kirk helps. Can't make it worse.
That's exactly right. Can't hurt. You got to do something, right? Like, come on. Got to stay always in motion, just like the ocean. All right. there's still plenty that's going to go on throughout the week. No worries. We'll keep you caught up because we stream almost every day. A couple of things though is, first of all, we've got a lot of questions already piling up. We don't want to wait too much longer. We're here to answer your questions. You got questions maybe still about waivers. Most waivers are already processed. See what you got there. My favorite part here of the week, and we talked about, is the day after waivers run, and people like, hey, somebody decided to drop, T. Higgins because of whatever. Like, okay. Don't forget, I haven't talked a lot about this yet. Don't forget to check waivers after they run, not just who you got, but look at who was dropped, because you will always be surprised when some of these players are just out there. Like you said, you're like, oh, someone's going to drop, Jordan. It happens all the time. Trust me.
Yep.
So check your league transactions and just see exactly what's out there. You might find someone better than who you just added off of waivers from your own. And we're going to answer your questions. Don't forget, though, also, before setting your lineups, we got start-sit questions here. Of course, trade questions, which are our favorite. Don't forget to set your picks for Underdog. They're already up for week 3, nice and early. Any of you who maybe are new, haven't tried Underdog yet, well, you're in luck because you still get this. If you're new to Underdog and you sign up for the very first time, you get a gimme pick. That's right. Just take the higher on whoever it is to get 1 yard. It's a freebie. And if you sign up also using code ENDGAME when you check out, you're going to get a special pick just for signing up using our code. And you get up to $1,000 of bonus cash. And still got it if you sign up for the first time and you use code ENDGAME. Once you do all that, get all those freebies and gimmies, you get more. You get up to $50 of bonus funds put in your account. All you have to do is play $5 from the money that you already deposited. So free picks, gimme picks, special picks, bonus funds, bonus cash. Try Underdog. It's worth it. All right. And then you also know this, unless you're brand new here, but we do have an app. You don't just have to wait for the live streams to ask your questions, but people asking questions all day before we even get on here, because we have DraftLane. And we're going to explain exactly how this works. We're going to show it to you again. We're actually going to answer some of these questions here online because we can't wait forever. All right, these questions have been up here. Oh, we can't let this guy wait too much longer. Actually, let's do this one. So DraftLane syncs with Yahoo, syncs with Sleeper. You're like, well, what if I, for some reason, have still chosen in the year 2025 to play on ESPN? All right, fine. Like, maybe that's not your fault. But if you do, if you're playing NFL or some other format besides Yahoo or Sleeper, you can still ask us a question on DraftLane. And by the way, before we get to these questions, you can also use code ENDGAME. If you download DraftLane for the first time as a new user, you use code ENDGAME right here in the little settings section, you get 10 free credits, just like that. So try that out. So this user here, see, with points, totally free. So let's do Mr. Champion. How about that?
All right.
Would you take this trade? Njoku, Harvey, and Franklin for Mason and Booty.
I mean, I think right now you got to prefer Mason. I mean, maybe long term you prefer Harvey, but I mean, would it shock us if Mason was just good all year? I mean, he was already like pretty much the lead back before Aaron Jones even got hurt. So I think you got to take the Mason side here.
Well, all right. Let's start with this. Franklin and Booty, those are both waiver wire pickups. It's like the same thing, right? Like, no big deal. This is about the running backs because we don't even know if we want to start Njoku on a weekly basis anymore. Right here, right now, Mason for the next 4 weeks at least is going to be a bell cow. In fact, they already said, right? Was it O'Connell who said this today? Like, we are perfectly fine with him as a workhorse.
Yeah,
of course. Who else they got?
Exactly.
Harvey is still way behind Dobbins. The question is he going to take over, or at the very least, be like 50-50? Like, it could happen. I think it will happen eventually. Do you want to wait for that to happen? Right. So does this depend on what your running back room looks like, or you're just like, give me the guy who's getting the work and then not wait and hope for Harvey? Like, just take Mason.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a guy again, we have a guy that we know is going to be the workhorse for the next 4 weeks, but was already kind of trending towards being the workhorse anyways, right? Like, yeah, I think you got to take that. Oh, what happened here?
I don't know. That's weird. It undid my share. I'll show you what we're doing here. Okay. So let's say take the Mason side, because when people say take this trade, this for this, don't know which side he's taking. We'll say take the Mason side. He's a workhorse for now. And gets more touches. All right, there you go. And sometimes it'll be difficult. There we go.
Nice.
You also do start sit questions. You guys have start sit questions. Let's save some of these for later because we do have a bunch of questions here already piling up. I can see the super chats here, so let's back off. But start with this. Oop, go ahead, you do it.
There we go.
Double clicking. So if you haven't tried DraftLane, there it is. Get your phone out, download this on mobile App Store, Play Store. And again, you trying it for the first time, use code ENDGAME, get 10 free credits, ask your questions there. Now, questions on here. We'll do as many as we can. As always, if you super chat, that's the way to guarantee you get your question posted because we have a lot. So we're going to have to stick with that. Also, the members, we get the YouTube membership, like John. Let's start with John.
All right.
Okay. I know Justin Herbert's been good, but we just started him over Jalen Hurts.
Oh, man. Jeez.
It's not nearly as good a match. He doesn't get the Raiders this week. He gets the Broncos. I mean, he still is a solid start, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think you still got to go Hurts. You still got to go Hurts.
Yeah, it's not like a really tough matchup for Hurts or anything. Okay. Stick with Hurts. Start 2 RBs, Henry, Hall, Monty, Javonte.
I'm going Henry and Javonte. Give me Javonte against the Bears. He's been
just
great.
Talked him up, didn't we? Yeah. You guys will find out. I mean, you can't not start Henry ever, and then Javonte's number 2. Let's see if we flex somebody. We need 2 receivers in the flex. Nakua, Moore, McConkey, Diggs, Travis Hunter.
Well, my flex a running back here. I mean, you obviously have to start Nakua. I think Ladd will be my 2 if he plays. I think Monty's going to be my flex. Tight end and Njoku, Juwan. You got to play Juwan. If Ladd doesn't play, then I'll go DJ Moore as my wide receiver 2.
Yeah, well, we just finished talking about Ladd, right? You still got to have some confidence in him here. And as a guy who plays a lot out of the slot, don't have to worry about like the Surtain shadow or anything like that.
Right.
All right, let's do first a ball thing. So got the membership, 2 receivers in the flex. Got Purdy and Dak, Walker, Sharps, Henry, Dobbins, Pollard, Lamb, BTJ, Rice, Buka, Aymanor, Kirk, Kittle, and Sanders. Okay, so I think we're just setting the lineup here.
Yeah, I think even if Purdy plays, and I guess Kyle Shanahan said there's a chance, and I think he was limited at practice today, I think you still got to go Dak against the Bears. This is a smash spot for Dak. I think I'm going to go Walker and Dobbins at running back. You got to start Lamb. I think you still have to start BTJ. Did see today Buka didn't practice. That'll be interesting, but I think if he plays, Egbuka will be my flex. If not, I probably just flex Pollard.
Yeah, it's a little soon. Okay, maybe not soon, but I like Aymanor, good pickup, solid depth. Don't know if I'm rolling him out in my lineup this week. And then obviously not a question at tight end. He's got an interesting trade question here. Kamara Sutton and Pearsall for Bucky and DJ Moore?
I think I'd just take the Kamara Sutton Pearsall side here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, I feel like didn't he ask this last night? I feel like I'm not like out on Bucky or anything. I think Bucky can certainly get better. But what's wrong with Kamara? And you're getting Sutton and Pearsall for DJ Moore? Like, I think I want the Kamara Sutton Pearsall side.
Yeah, a little worried about Moore's lack of target share. You know, Dunze thriving, it's kind of come to some extent at the expense of DJ Moore. And he's saying, I'm planning to trade Moore for someone else. I don't know who that someone else is. Like, you have someone specific in mind. I don't know if you want to count on that. So yeah, I agree. I don't think this is a big win. All right, JCR, what's up? Swift over Keenan Allen or T Mac?
No, Swift over neither. I know it's the Cowboys, but I mean, Swift has not looked good. Like, yeah, not look good. We talked a lot about that Bears Cowboys game on the Booms video. We did not talk about Swift though.
No.
Keenan, T-Mac close. I mean, we both think T-Mac can have a big game this week. I think T-Mac is the guy I'm putting in my lineup. But Keenan feels safer. So if that's your jive, if you're like, I just like to know I'm going to get points, you can go Keenan. But I think T-Mac, you know, obviously if AJ Terrell is out, which is trending towards him being out, I think could be a big week for him. So I'm going to go T-Mac.
Yeah, T-Mac, you got to start here. Yeah, and I think if I remember correctly, I saw Swift pop up today. Again, it's early. It doesn't mean much, but he might have something, but can't feel great about him. And then Flex, Ridley, Pearsall, Wan'Dale, or Worthy. I asked that question about Worthy earlier. And I think you said where you feel like Worthy should be a strong start, so he just jumps over all these guys.
I didn't say strong. No. I think on the video I said solid, like lower end solid, because he is like risky solid. Yeah, I have him at risky solid because there is risk that he re-injures his shoulder. I also have Ridley as like risky solid. Pearsall I have more as like a strong flex. I think if Worthy plays, I'm going to go Worthy. Otherwise, I'm going to go Ridley.
All right. Well, let's keep an eye on the injury report. And it's still early. At the risk of being too high on Pearsall again, it's the only good spot, right? Arizona's secondary is all banged up. So, I mean, he's still getting targeted. I think he's a very good option here. So, for me, it's between Worthy and Pearsall. Let's see. Jordan wants some good news. He said that Nico on the cover can only mean good things for Nico owners, right?
I mean, yes, I'm still not worried about Nico. I know he hasn't had like a huge game yet. And I know like people are like, oh my gosh, the Texans passing game looks terrible. And it does look terrible, but I feel like they're gonna figure it out. Like Nico's a stud. Like they're gonna figure it out. I'm not ready to panic on Nico yet.
And we still have him as a must start. I mean, Kirk coming back isn't gonna all of a sudden knock him down. He's still a stud. So start 3, Nico. Yeah, you got to start Nico. I mean, Dunze is pretty much close to a must start here, but so is London. But then we love T-Mac. Oh, and we also love Pickens. Like, how do we pick 3 here?
Well, I think it's got to be the first 3. I mean, I just don't see any reason to sit those guys. I mean, we do really like T-Mac and Pickens, and I think Ridley's fine this week. But I don't really see a reason to sit those first 3 guys.
Big on Pickens. I don't think I can put him over those guys. Honestly, I'm contemplating T-Mac over London because of the matchup. I might do that. And the first 3 should be the ones, right? They should be your picks. If I'm feeling adventurous, I might go T-Mac over London. So, but yeah, start Nico. Good afternoon, Gabriel. He's 2-0. He had a switch yesterday, put 0-2, and he said, no, that's not it. It's 2-0. Much better.
All right, good. Much better.
Someone dropped Golden. Here we go. Must add.
Yeah, I mean, you got Ray Davis, Isaiah Pacheco, Tyler Algier, Harold Fannin, who I'm assuming is not your starting tight end. Yes, you add Golden.
Yeah.
Add Golden.
Yeah, definitely can drop him probably for any of those. I think Ray Davis right now is the most droppable.
Yeah.
Dion, if JD can't go, got Nix. What, Nix is just on the waiver wire already. Nay, Browning, Stroud, Tua, Love, Penix.
I mean, I would just plan on JD not going. I think Knicks is still my pick here. I mean, May is in a good spot, but does it matter? I don't know if it matters. I mean, the Steelers have just been terrible this year on defense, but I mean, if all he's going to do is dump it off to running backs, what's really the upside? I don't know. I think I'm going to go. I think Knicks would be my choice here.
Yeah, just go Knicks. I mean, I like Penix, but I just don't worry he might not have to throw the ball as much this week. I think I might have to rethink the Green Bay situation. Cleveland's defense has been pretty much a pass funnel. They're like the best run defense so far. They shut down Derrick Henry, which is amazing. Obviously, that was by design. Didn't work, not like at all. But they shut down Derrick Henry. So yeah, maybe Love will be pretty good this week, but still, how much are they really gonna throw it? So I'll probably just go Knicks. All right, we got Jay, 14 team non PPR, 2 running back, 2 receiver, flex, and a tight end. Let's see, Goff. Okay, CMC, Mason, Pacheco, Samson, Keenan, Evans, McMillan, Higgins, Kirk, and Joku Strange.
Oh, well, you got to go CMC and Mason this week for your 2 running backs. It's funny because you would think like, oh, Keenan not in standard, but this guy's got 2 touchdowns. maybe he's okay in standard. I know Evans gets sauce, but man, I can't, especially in non PPR. I feel like I have to start Evans. I think I'm gonna go Evans Tet here. Man, I wish you had one more running back to flex. Like, I'm not flexing Pacheco. Can't flex Samson with Judkins coming on. So you know what? I might just flex Keenan. I guess we're just flexing Keenan. I don't like flexing a wide receiver in non PPR, but gotta do what you gotta do. So CMC, Mason, Evans, Tet, Keenan. And Joku are strange. I think I might still go in Joku because at least they're using the tight ends a lot.
They are. I mean, Strange was a dud last week, but man, they get that Packers defense. I'm not sure if I want to commit to Njoku.
Well, here's the thing about the Packers defense. They give up like a ton of short underneath throws because they play that zone. Like, they're very good at limiting those deep throws. I mean, Zach Ertz just scored against them. Debo just scored against them. I think the Browns are going to use the tight ends a lot.
Well, yeah, I mean, they've been using the tight ends a lot. It's just the problem is it's not just Njoku, it's Fannin too. So
True.
That's a close one. You can go Njoku, that's fine. All right, Royland, what's up? Overthinking my lineup, don't we all? 1 running back, 2 receiver, a flex, and a tight end. London, Wilson, Pearsall, Ridley, Tillman, Swift, J.K., Tootin, Judkins, Hawk, or Juwan.
I mean, you got to go Juwan at tight end. Like, you can't sit this guy. I mean, we probably should have put him as a must start. I mean, he's right there with like as a must start. We said strong start.
Yeah.
Only 1 running back here. Swift or Dobbins.
I mean, this is Judkins. You're feeling it.
They're both solid. I think I have Judkins still below them.
Yeah, I think I'd go Dobbins.
Yeah, Dobbins fine. Dobbins is fine here. 2 wide receivers. I'm still going London and Garrett Wilson. I'm not scared off Garrett Wilson here.
Right. Tara Taylor's a veteran. He's good enough. He'll get the ball to Wilson.
Right.
It'll be a huge game, but still start him.
Yeah, I'm gonna flex Ridley. It's like I'm a little more than Pearsall this week against that Colts secondary.
There you go. Now you can stop overthinking it, Royally. NTY. All right. Super chat time. 10 PPR, 1 flex. Monty Franklin, McLaurin, and Dobbs. I mean, look, it could be Marcus Mariota, so I guess that's fair to put McLaurin down in that tier, but I think he should pretty much still be in lineups, right?
Yeah, he should probably still be in lineups, but I didn't know this. Marcus Mariota, Achilles tendon. He's got Achilles tendonitis.
What?
Yeah, he said it's fine now, but yeah, it's full PPR. You probably should still go Terry here. Although I wouldn't fault you if you go Monty. But not a great spot for Monty this week against the Ravens, but he can always score.
Well, I feel better about Terry. You gotta remember that Mariota did play 2 games last season, 2 full games. One of them was week 18. So okay, take it with sort of a grain of salt. But still, in the 2 games that Mariota was quarterback last year, the first one, which was week 7, Terry had 6 catches, 98 yards. In the second game, 8 catches for 62 yards and a touchdown and a season high 12 targets. Now, again, that was week 18, but still, I think that at least should make you feel better that he's going to throw it to Terry. So I got to start Terry. Yeah. KJ Sticks needs help. QB and flex. We got Nix or Danny Dimes or Caleb Williams.
I think you got to go Daniel Jones, sadly. Hampton, QJ Sharp, Judkins. I mean, how do you not? I mean, I know it's the Broncos. How do you not start Quentin Johnston right now? I mean, I guess Judkins might be a little safer, but is he really? I mean, how do you not start Quinshon Judkins? I mean, I know he's not going to keep doing this, but until he stops.
This is yeah. No, I know what you're saying here. I mean, out of those choices, I mean, do you really want to keep starting Hampton? He's part of the reason you're 0-2. Yeah, I would go QJ also. And this is interesting. He says could drop one of those QBs. You don't need 3 to get Juwan Johnson, but it's no tight end league, so it would just be like a flex option. I mean, would you flex Juwan Johnson?
I don't think I could do that. Like QJ just has so much more upside than Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, I think you could drop one of those quarterbacks like Caleb right now to get Juwan. I don't know if you want to flex him right here, right now over QJ, but you could do that. All right. This is another unique one. AV for 3. So need the running back before you pass judgment here. Half PPR. He's got Tracy, JCM, or Trayvon Henderson, but league gives points for return yards. For context, he said that Tracy had 20 points last week.
I didn't know they used Tracy in like punt and kick returns.
Yeah, but he's saying he has a calf injury. Didn't see that.
But I mean, if he plays and you get points for that, I think you got to play him. Like even if he doesn't give you anything as a running back, if he's going to give you return yards, I think you got to take that. If he doesn't play, then I think you have to go Bill.
Yeah, right here, right now, with these 3 who, again, it could happen. I think it will happen eventually for Travion and maybe now for JCM. Still put Tracy ahead of them this week if he's good to go. If he's not good to go, then it's Bill. All right, easy Vanya. Wide receiver 1 and 2, 1 flex. Myers, Wilson, Evans, Etienne, Walker, Warren. So we need 3 of those. It looks like 2 receivers and a flex.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. All right, I'm going to put Garrett Wilson 1. You know, this is really tough. Evans has to go against Sauce this week. Like, I feel like it's going to be another just okay Evans game. I mean, if Igbuka's out, I guess that would help because now he's going to – I mean, he got 11 targets last week. He might get like 20 if Igbuka's out, but Sauce Gardner. I like Jacoby's got a good matchup this week. I might go Myers, Wilson, and Etienne. Might be my 3.
But
this is tough.
Again, it's early. If Igbuka somehow happens to miss, bump Evans up.
Yeah, I think you have to just because of target share.
And then we got that same question, Hurts or Herbert? Like, I still got to go Hurts.
Yeah, I'm still going Hurts.
Not Hurts. Ertz or Hawk?
I mean, even with Marcus Mariota, just give me Ertz. I don't feel any better about Hawkinson just because it's Carson Wentz.
No, neither do I. Drop Ridley for Rice.
What? You don't have anybody else you can drop. Like Ridley, like you don't like some like handcuff running back on your bench. Like I'm told, like yeah, pick up Rashee Rice, but why do you have to drop Calvin Ridley? Why don't you drop one of your tight ends?
Yeah, I was gonna say drop the tight end. You're not playing. Well, too late. Maybe you can get Ridley back though. Okay, but Easy Vanya's got another league. Henry, Kamara, Neighbors, Evans, flexing Warren. Big Warren fan. Behind the bench, you got Ladd, Allen, Pollard, Scattaboo, Judkins.
What? Like we're just gonna leave Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey on the bench this week after what they've done? I mean, I totally understand if you're like, if you want to play Keenan over Ladd, I get that. I have them both as solid this week. I don't have one higher than the other. But come on, we're gonna chase last week's Jalen Warren game over what Keenan Allen's been doing. I'm gonna play Keenan Allen.
Yeah, like Warren's okay, but yeah, I'm gonna put one of those receivers in there. All right, and then Alex B needs two: Henderson, Diggs, Keenan, or Algier.
I mean, Keenan's a must. I think Diggs has to be number 2 here. I know Algier had a nice game last week, but that's because they just ran the football like 40 times. Like they were just like, we don't have to even do anything here, right? We don't have to throw the ball. We'll just keep running. They're not doing anything offensively. That's not going to be the case every week. So look, Diggs gets the Steelers. The Steelers have been absolutely awful this year on defense for some reason. So I'm going to go Keenan Diggs.
Yeah, those running backs just not getting enough guaranteed touches yet. And then in another league, we got DK, Javonte, JMO, and Myers.
Wow. I think you got to go Javonte. I just don't know how you sit Javonte right now. Going up against this Bears defense, looking good. Even in PPR, I think you got to go Javonte.
Yeah, this is tough because JMO, I think, could have another good game. Looking into the data again, I kind of like DK's matchup. I think DK could be a good start, but I think we both are pretty in on Javonte this week. I mean, they're all good options. So
yeah, DK for me comes down to Christian Gonzalez, who did return to practice today. Like if he plays, suddenly I'm not as high on DK.
Well, that's true. If he does play. All right. What is up, Benny? One running back, one receiver, one flex, Chuba, Mason, G-Will, T-Mac, Jacoby. 1-1-1.
Oh. You guys all have players that are like very close that I like. But I think I'm going to give Mason the edge at running back over Chuba. He's going to be the workhorse. He gets the Bengals. Chuba gets the Falcons. That defensive front looks good. So let's go Mason. I'm going to, man, as much as I like Jacoby, I'm going to go T-Mac and Garrett Wilson at wide receiver.
Yeah, I think that's the move. Another league, Pickens or Pearsall.
This one I can definitely go Pickens. This could be a huge game for Pickens. Jalen Johnson out. The Bears defense can't stop anybody. Yeah, give me Pickens. Too much upside here.
Yep, you guys will find out. Talk about that Bears-Cowboys matchup. Needless to say, it could be a lot of points scored, and we'll talk about Pickens and Javonte. One more, 1-1-1, Pollard, Mason, BTJ, Higgins, and Keon. Keeping BTJ.
Again, I'm gonna go Mason over Pollard for the same reasons. I still have to start BTJ here. I do kind of like Keon Coleman this week against the Dolphins. He's risky, but I don't feel like Pollard's fine, but he's not going to catch any passes. Maybe he scores this week finally, but if he doesn't, he's probably just going to be okay again. Higgins, I'm nervous about with Browning. I might actually go Coleman here at the flex against the Dolphins. Like that defense is so bad. So bad.
Living dangerously. I see. We know Higgins is the one who probably, gets takes a hit because of Burrow being out. If you want to kind of play it safe, Pollard is still solid. He's fine, but I think I'm still keeping T. Higgins in there for now, for this week. but Mason BTJ for sure. All right. Alexis Aguilar, question down below, and here it is. Needs 2-2 and a flex. Evans, Nico, T-Mac, K9, Bijan, Harvey, and Mason.
Man, another time. I'm still starting Nico. I'll put T-Mac in over Evans this week because, again, he does have to face Sauce. Again, unless if Book is completely out, I might go Evans just because of target volume. But I like T-Mac enough. I'm going to go Nico, T-Mac. You got to start Bijan. Walker Mason is so close because I was looking into it today because I was like, do I put Walker on the booms? The Saints are really strong at stopping the run on those inside runs, those man gap concept runs, but they really struggle on those outside zone runs. And I'm like, oh, so we're going to see the exact same thing we saw last week where Zach Charbonnet is getting destroyed and then Kenneth Walker is running wild. But we're probably going to see Zach Charbonnet get destroyed for 15 carries again because I don't know why. It's literally the most mind-boggling thing I saw in week 2. And then Mike McDonald was like talking up Zach Charbonnet after the game about how good he was. I was like, what multiverse are they in? Like, what multiverse is Mike McDonald in right now? Like, he's in the multiverse where Zach Charbonnet had like a 200-yard game or something. But there's still risk that Charbonnet gets a ton of touches. Mason gets the Bengals. I might go Bijan and Mason here, but we need a flex. Evans or K9? Is it full PPR? It doesn't say.
Doesn't say. No, but I'll say, like, even if he hasn't had a big game yet, I find it hard to not at least flex Evans. I think I got to keep Evans in there.
Yeah, let's go Evans.
All right. Now, another question somewhere in the comments, but it's right here. Big trade. Ricky Scatback. Oh, come on. He's not a Scatback. Scattaboo and Swift for Harvey, Garrett Wilson, and Waddle.
All right. Well, I think this is a good trade. I mean, I still prefer Garrett Wilson to Ricky Pearsall. I still prefer RJ Harvey to Scattaboo, even though I like Scattaboo. And then Waddle, Swift. I mean, I don't know. I probably prefer Swift, but it's fine. I think I take the Harvey Garrett Waddle side.
Yeah, I like that side. Again, I like Harvey the best out of those running backs. I think I like Wilson the best out of those receivers. So there you go. Good trade. Another trade here. Suzanne B. traded Bill and Pickens for Etienne and Odunze. Like, that's got to be a win.
That's a huge win. Who's doing this?
Yeah.
Who's like, Etienne and Odunze have been great to start the year, and they're like, nah, I don't want these guys.
Who's doing this? That's a huge win. Okay, so you got that. Now you got Henry and Etienne, not bad. Nico and Odunze, not bad. Ibuka, Juwan Johnson on the bench. Okay, so asking flex K9 over Ibuka. It's PPR. I'll probably stick with Ibuka.
Yeah, I stick with Ibuka if he plays. But if he doesn't play, there's nothing wrong with having K9. That's for sure.
No. How about this is also, before we get back to the Super Chats, Roman, as Bucky was offered to trade Bucky to get Ted McMillan and Amari and Hampton. I think you have to do that.
Yeah. Take it.
This feels like someone who's just like reeking of desperation to get rid of Hampton. Like, this guy's going to bust. Just get him off my hands. Like,
I mean, look, we can't say that he's not going to bust, but I think it's too soon to say that he will. I'll take the chance.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a chance. It's not like Bucky's been off the charts either the first 2 weeks. He'll get better. I mean, not worried about Bucky, but yeah, I'm taking this. Sammy, what's up? Have PPR flex, either Garrett Wilson, AJB, or Monty.
Oh, I do like AJ Brown this week, but I understand like the risk with AJ Brown. So I'm fine going Garrett Wilson here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic with AJB. I think for the most part you start him, but I think there is still risk. He doesn't do a whole lot, so go Garrett Wilson here. All right, Zachary Mudd not making things easier. Needs two receivers between Garrett Wilson. A lot of Garrett Wilson questions, rightfully so. Igbuka, Jamo, Pickens.
I'm gonna go Wilson and Pickens. I think if you want to play it, it's kind of crazy to say it's safer, but if you want to play it safer, if Igbuka plays, I'm fine going Igbuka over Wilson. I have them both as solid options this week. I don't feel strongly like one way or the other, so I'm fine with Pickens, Igbuka. If you don't want to put Wilson in there with Tyrod Taylor, I get that.
Yeah, and generally speaking, we'll still say yes to Wilson for the most part. Tyrod Taylor's veteran. He's perfectly serviceable quarterback. There's still no target competition. Like, there's none. Right? Wilson's still going to get his. Honestly, I could go any two of these four. They're all good options, I think, at the very least this week. But Pickens is probably number one here, and I'd go Wilson too. So I guess I agree. Big Man Fishing is back. 10-teamer needs a quarterback, two running back, two receivers, in a flex and a tight end. Got Hurts, K9, CMC, Judkins, Mason, Nico, Evans, Jacoby, Tet, Ridley, Keenan, and Tillman. Somehow 0-2 with this team.
Well, yeah, I mean, K9 and CMC were great last week. I mean, I know Nico's just been like okay. Evans has just been okay. Jacoby's just kind of been okay. Ted's just kind of been okay. Again, you probably haven't started Keenan because you've got Nico, Evans, Jacoby, Ted. So you haven't gotten those points. I mean, yeah, you're going to play Hurts. You're going to play K9 and CMC. Although I could, like I said, okay, maybe I can go Mason over K9 this week because he gets the Bengals and he's going to get all the touches there. And there is still risk with K9. So CMC Mason. I'm still playing Nico. I'm playing Tet. Two wide receivers and a flex.
Yeah, like I say again, I can't bench Evans outright. Jacoby and Keenan, very good option. You have all. I mean, there's no bad options here. The only guy I'm definitely not starting is Tillman, of course, but I would flex Evans. You prefer Jacoby? Or...
I'm definitely worried about it. I don't know. I might go with Jacoby or Keenan, honestly. I'm not feeling like a big Evans week. I know it's hard. It's Evans. He's going to get sauce.
Yeah.
And you have good options here, so...
Good news. This team is 2-0. It's an 8-teamer. It got Lamar, HN, JT, Jefferson, Pickens, Myers, Dunze, Golden, Bowers, Pitts, Debo, Dobbins. Okay, so we need two running backs. It's HN and Taylor, I'm sure. Three receivers, Jefferson, Dunze. You got to start Dunze. Who's the third one?
Myers is going to be my third. No, Pickens. Jefferson, Pickens, Odunze, a wide receiver. Yeah, and you're starting Bowers.
Myers or Debo.
What's that?
And then with flex, we can either go Myers or Debo.
Nah, give me Myers. Debo, is he going to score? He's not going to score every week. It's Mariota.
Well, that's true. All right. Yeah, I'll go Myers. All right. We got Marco Pelleteri. Welcome back, Marco. All right. 2-0, but still needs help. Don't feel confident. Need some trade ideas. Daniels, who, may not play. Etienne, Chase Brown, BTJ. Now I see why you're worried. Igbuka, Goddard, Pickens on the bench. Got May, Harvey, D-Hop, Kirk, Hunter Renfrow, and Cedric Tillman.
I mean, I see why you're worried here, but you have a good team. I mean, Etienne, Chase Brown, BTJ, let's hope, comes around. Igbuka, Pickens. I mean, I'd prefer a better tight end than Goddard, but it is what it is. Hopefully he plays this week. I saw he returned to practice. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I guess you could try to sell high on Renfrow, but is somebody out there really trading for Renfrow? I doubt it. If anything, I'd be feeling great right now. I'm like, man, like Chase Brown hasn't been awesome. BTJ's been terrible. I don't really have a tight end, and I'm still 2-0. Like, imagine when Chase Brown gets rolling and BTJ gets rolling. This team could be a monster. Like this team could easily be 1-1 or 0-2 right now if they had played, had the wrong matchups. Because again, like Chase Brown, I mean, Ibuka's been good, but like BTJ's been awful. Chase Brown's just been kind of okay. Pickens was awful week 1. Like, I'd be feeling good that I'm 2-0 right now.
Yeah, exactly. Some of those disappointing players, exactly, should be feeling happy. Now, overall, we're not worried about Chase Brown. I think he's still solid. I think you got to hold on to BTJ because even if you are worried, you're selling low. Like, no matter what, it's not going to get worse. There's no way, right?
We hope.
Famous last words. But like, I get it if you're like I'm not opposed to potentially selling, like, if you want a more rock solid RB1 instead of Etienne as like your RB1 or 2. Not opposed to that, but yeah, I don't think you have to panic here, obviously. Look, you got Kittle coming back at some point. You got Addison coming back next week. Like, you're pretty good.
Yeah, I wouldn't be panicking at all.
Grant McCullough is in a 2 QB 10-man league. Indiana Jones or Jordan Love?
I think you got to go Daniel Jones. I refuse to call him the other name, Daniel Jones.
Yes, those missed last night. Yes, he hadn't earned that status. Indiana Jones.
He will not earn it. I'm just telling you, there's nothing he can do to earn it.
You never get up there. All right.
No.
Just wait. You're gonna be mad when you see that they have him pose like a poster with like the whip and the hat, like pretending. You know they're gonna do it. They're gonna make it a thing.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
But you can start him this week. Okay. Cole Blackman. Bijan and Mason is good. Jason Evans is good. Pick a flex. Pollard, Pearsall, Keenan, Devonta Smith, Ramondre, or Judkins? PPR.
I mean, I don't – in PPR, I don't know how you bench Keenan right now. I know it's the Broncos, but Keenan Allen is not going to get, like, Pat Surtain treatment here. They have 3 good wide receivers. Keenan goes into the slot. He doesn't always play on the line. Like, Surtain can't shadow them all. I don't think he's going to shadow anybody, honestly. Maybe QJ if he does. I think you got to just keep rolling with Keenan.
Yeah, I do. I still like Pearsall this week. It's between Pearsall and Keenan for me. I might go Pearsall. It might be too high on Pearsall. It's one of those two. Julio needs a RB2, wide receiver 2, and a flex. Have been rolling with T-Mac, Pollard, and Pearsall. Got Monty, Judkins, Jamo, Golden, Pickens. We want to get Pickens in there.
Yeah, I'm going to put Pickens in over Pollard for sure.
We need a running back. Monty or Pollard or Judkins.
I mean, too soon for Jug. I think I probably go Monty. I mean, Pollard is in a great spot. We know he's going to get the touches, but again, he's not going to catch any passes because Cam Ward won't check it down. And like, I'm sure he's going to score at some point here, but when is the offense going to give him opportunities to score? Like, when are they going to start actually getting deep into the red zone repeatedly where he has chances to score? Will it be this week? Maybe, but maybe not. I think I go Monty. Again, that game should have a ton of scoring. I think he could find the end zone at least. And then, yeah, I think I got to go Pickens over Pearsall.
Yeah, I'm leading Monty there, too, at running back. Pollard's fine, but probably the higher scoring game. Almost surely the higher scoring game. I don't think about it. All right, Jordan Dumas dropped a super chat. Getting offered A.J. Brown for Myers and Bill. Buying AJB here?
I think you have to.
Yeah.
I think you have to take this. I mean, I like Jacoby, and Bill's got potential, but I think you got to buy low on AJB. If AJB's a total bust this year, then oh well. What are you going to do?
Well, that would be disappointing, but I don't think it's going to happen. But also, you're not giving away, your wide receiver one like Jacoby Myers, but he's not going to be necessarily the reason if you do win a championship. Bill, yeah, okay, Bill's getting hyped, but I think you got to do this. All right. Next super chat. And by the way, if y'all are waiting, we just now caught up to the super chats from we first went live. That's how many questions we had before we started. So keep in mind, if you're waiting, we're getting to them in order. I'll stick to the super chats for now. Jesus Tapia traded away T-Mac and, Javonte Williams for CeeDee Lamb and Kyron.
I mean, this is a win. This has got to be a win. Like, come on, you're going away. You're going from T-Mac to one of the best receivers in fantasy and in real life. And look, I know Javonte's been great, but Kyron will be good enough. And there's no guarantee Javonte does this all year long. This is a huge win.
It's got to be a win. We getting CeeDee Lamb. Like we both like McMillan a whole lot. In fact, we just talked about him in a video. It's why he's allowed me to, after last year's pretty disgraceful season, to break out the Carolina Panther shirt again. At least there's some hope. But this is a win for you. And look, I know Kyron, there's some concerns here with losing touches. He's still a guy you're going to start every week. What's a rating on this team too, by the way? Mayfield, CMC, Kamara, now Lamb and Puka and Kyron Williams.
I mean, yeah.
It's a stack
Tyler
team.
Warren. I don't. How many? 12. This is a 12. I mean, this team's like a 9 plus now. Like that trade. That's a league winning trade right there.
Yeah, look, Kyron's like your RB either 2 or 3. Connor's just on the bench. Ridley's just on the bench. Yeah, it's like a 9, at least 9.25. There you go.
There you go.
Let's get to Hernan Ramos. Needs 2 and a flex. Chase, Adams, Hill, Moore, Javonte, Chase Brown, and Kamara. It's another tough one.
Well, you still got to start Jamar Chase, and I think I don't love Devontae Adams this week. Gonna see a lot of who they play again?
Oh yeah, Quinion Mitchell and then the Eagles.
Oh yeah, he's gonna see a ton of Quinion Mitchell. But I don't think I want to put Tyreek Hill. He's been like so good. It's okay. Nobody's talking about this. And I don't want to be like, here it comes. Here comes the flames in the comments. But Devontae Adams has significantly better usage this year through 2 games than Puka Nacua. He just had to face Derek Stingley in week 1, and he doesn't have a 46-yard rushing touchdown. Not saying I'm nervous for Puka. I'm just saying maybe people aren't as high on Devontae Adams as they should be right now. But this is not a great spot for him this week. But I still think I start him over these guys. Even though DJ Moore does get the Cowboys, I don't know. I think I still go Adams here. And then I probably just start those 3 running backs.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like I already said this. Miami against the Bills on the road. No. Just not doing it. Despite last week, Tyreek Hill showing signs of life. DJ Moore definitely gets the better matchup compared to Adams, but he's not getting nearly the target share. I'm always going to chase target share. It's always what I'm going to do. But let's start those 3 running backs. Like them all. C. Hibbs. Pick 2, Garrett Wilson, K9, Jacoby Myers.
It's full PPR. I'm going to go the receivers here. I think if you want to play it a little safer, you can go K9, but I don't even know if K9 is safer. So I'm just going to go the wide receivers.
Yeah, we still don't know exactly where we're going to get from Walker. I think you're fine with those receivers. Alex Saban. Trade Nico and Harrison for JSN and Flowers.
Man.
It's close.
I mean, you don't want to overreact to 2 weeks and be like, I'm higher on JSN than Nico now. But I'm pretty sure I'm higher on Flowers than Harrison now. Flowers has been great.
Yeah.
So I might do this. I think at the end of the year, this might like not be a major difference, right? Like if Nico's a stud and JSN's a stud and Flowers and Harrison are good, like you might get to the end of the year and be like, that trade really didn't make a difference. But I think I'm just
Yeah,
going to take the JSN Flowers side right now.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Like you say, either way. I mean, I don't feel like you're not buying low on anybody. You're kind of buying high on Jason and Flowers, but you're not giving up too much. It's like this is a very lateral move. It's fine. I mean, it's fine. Christian Menjivar. Trade Juwan Johnson and DeAndre Swift for Kyron and Hawk.
I don't think I'm doing this.
Yeah, just to get the upgraded running back, right?
Yeah, but man, I'm very nervous about Hawk and that Vikings passing offense. Like, what's going to save that Vikings passing offense? I don't think it's going to be Carson Wentz. I mean, maybe it'll be Nick Mullins. Maybe it'll go to Nick Mullins and that'll save it. I don't know, but he's still on the roster. I think he's like the QB3, right? Or maybe he's on the practice squad. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, of course, I definitely prefer Kyron to Swift, but there are some like a little warning signals for Kyron right now. We did see Blake Corum. I mean, he only got 5 carries, but he looked good on those 5 carries. So maybe we see more. I'm not ready to say that yet. Just don't want to trade away Juwan Johnson and be stuck with Hawkinson. It's as insane as that sounds. It sounds insane, but here we are. I think I'm just going to keep Johnson and Swift, honestly.
Well, what worries me, and I talked about this in the video that isn't out yet, but they come out and said it too. I think it was McVay who said basically they wanted to be 65% Kyron, 35% Corum. That's not good because Kyron has been living off volume and also touchdowns, and he got, I can't even call it vultured anymore, but he got replaced at the goal line like Corum last week, and now he's going to see fewer touches. But are we sure that that's not still better than Swift at the way the Bears offense have looked? I might do this just to at least have that solid RB with Kyron. And I think it's still too early to just completely give up. I mean, McCarthy's not out for the season, right? He'll miss a couple weeks. So I think I'm still doing this. I'm taking that side. All right, we got to go to Ronskov. 8-teamer, Lamar Bijan, Jacobs, Sharp, Harvey Henderson, JCM, BTJ, Nico Ibuka Pickens, Hill Warren. Well, it's an 8-teamer. It's kind of hard to improve this team.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know BTJ has been bad and Nico hasn't been great, but they should get better. I mean, again, I'm trying to sell high on Tyreek Hill. Like people still believe, maybe you can trade like Tyreek Hill and one of those rookies and get another stud wide receiver. But I mean, do you need another stud wide receiver? Yeah. As far as who to flex, you got to start Bijan and Jacobs. I'm still starting BTJ. I'm still starting Nico. I'm going Pickens over Ibuka this week. I don't know if that's your flex, but I'm going Pickens at the flex over Ibuka.
There you go. Again, you don't need to do anything at running back. You're fine here. So, all right, Fly Ass Kane. Good evening. Traded for Tucker Kraft as my backup tight end. Can you already have McBride? I'm not sure what you gave up, but you probably didn't need to do that, but it's fine. Over Tua. Would you start Tucker Kraft over Tua in a super flex league? Oh man.
I don't think so. I mean, look, I know Tucker Kraft was awesome last week, but let's be real. Like the week before, he was not nearly as awesome. Like, yeah, like let's not get carried away here. I'm still starting McBride. Still starting Tua in a super flex. I know he struggles against the Bills, but if he throws for 200 yards and a touchdown or two, it'll probably be better than what Tucker Kraft gives you.
Yeah, you still got to start the quarterback here. In fact, one of the DraftLane questions we had earlier today, it was a start sit, and part of it was Kraft and McBride, and they had Kraft in the starting lineup and McBride on the bench. I'm like, I cannot bench Trey
No.
McBride. Like Tucker Kraft, yeah, I get it. He had a monster game. You will not do that every single week. So
Right.
you still got to start McBride. All right, Arvin Angelis. Ridley Myers, Sutton, Downs, pick 2. And I did see Downs popped up with the injury report. Not that that really matters because you're not starting him anyways. But
I don't even have Downs on my fantasy teams. I think I'm just going to go Ridley Myers here.
Ridley Myers sounds good. And then Swift or Mason. Let's go Mason.
Gotta take Mason against the Bengals.
Another league for Arvin. Cup, Igbuka, or Ridley?
Assuming he plays Igbuka, if not Ridley.
Yeah, too soon for Cup. Jose Orta, BTJ, Rome, DK, JSN, Pearsall, Diggs, Wandale, pick 3.
You got to start JSN. Like, there's no way you can bench him. You got to start Rome, and then I still got to put BTJ over these guys. Like, I'm not full on out on BTJ yet.
Right. JSN is now. He is, right? We put him in the must starts now. You got to start him.
Has to be.
Rome, pretty much a must start. And then, yeah, go BTJ. John needs a flex. Got CeeDee Lamb and Ladd McConkey already. Needs a flex between Keenan, Devonta Smith, Jalen Warren, Ramondre Stevenson, Troy Franklin, or probably Cedric Tillman.
Yeah, just go Keenan. I have no reason not to start Keenan Allen with what he's done the first 2 weeks. Like, starting Keenan.
Yeah, I feel like this should be Devonta Smith most weeks. Smith hasn't done a whole lot. It's not like a smash spot for him. Let's go Keenan. Cash money. Pick 2. Flex, and you have all these tight ends. You just say no to all these tight ends? I think we can. Or is this separate? Maybe this is separate. DK or Mason at the flex. I don't know why it says pick 2. Why are you picking 2 tight ends?
But I hope not. I hope it's not a 2 tight end league. I mean, hopefully you can just flex DK and Mason and move on.
I don't know. This is actually DK or Mason in the flex.
I know. This is actually tough for me because, again, if Christian Gonzalez plays, that is certainly going to hurt DK Metcalf because you got to think he's going to see a lot of Christian Gonzalez. Mason gets the Bengals. I might just go Mason.
I think if Gonzalez misses, then I'd go DK, and if not, then let's go Mason. And as far as the tight ends, I don't know. I guess let's rank them. Is Hawk last from this group now because of Carson Wentz?
Yeah, I'll go Fannin, Goddard, Hawk.
Yeah, feels. I don't know why you would have to pick 2. Hopefully you don't. Aaron, what's up, Aaron K? Hampton, Walker, Harvey, Tootin, London, Igbuka, Neighbor, Sutton, Mooney, Ayumanor, Franklin, Kraft, and Fannin. He wants to know if he needs another running back and who to trade. Yeah, I mean, it would definitely make you feel
you
better.
probably do need another running back right now, but I mean, who are you trading? Like, no one's trading a running back for Mooney, Ayumanor, or Franklin, probably. You don't want to trade away Neighbors. You don't want to trade away London because you're going to be selling low.
Right. I think your options here are you trade for like a decent, RB2 type, like a Connor. You trade Sutton to get a guy like that. Okay. Like, does that really boost your RB room? Like, it makes it a little bit safer, I guess. Or you try to sell Nick Buka and, try to get somebody a little bit better. But then that means you're selling Nick Buka.
Yeah, I mean, which isn't fun, but I mean, if you could trade Igbuka for I don't even know if I'd do that. Like, would I trade Igbuka for Etienne?
That's what I thought. You know what? It's possible. Of course, it always depends on who's got him and what they think. But, some people are worried about Chase Brown because of the Burrow thing. If you can get Chase Brown, absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Um, and, people also overreact to rookies and Igbuka, like he's going to be a league winner. I don't think you'd get Genty, but you never know. You could try that. All right, AJ Sherman. Trade Kittle for Mason. Got Genty Brown and Ty Warren.
I think I'm okay. You got Tyler Warren. I think I'm okay with this. If you need running back help, I mean, you got Genty and Chase Brown. I mean, I do not feel very confident starting Genty right now. I'm sure it'll get better. I mean, Tyler Warren looks pretty good. I might just do this. I mean, Kittle out at least 2 more weeks.
Yeah, for the next 3-4 weeks, this is going to be a win for you because you're not going to have Kittle, but also you're not going to have Aaron Jones competing with Mason. So, I mean, obviously, short-term win, but long-term, you may not regret this because you got Warren, right? And he's fine.
Yeah,
I think this is fair. You can do that. Mendez, would you trade Kraft or Tyler Warren for Chase Brown? Yeah.
I think you have
Which
to.
one? Which one?
Either one, honestly. Either one.
Just let the other guy pick.
Exactly. Like say, hey, who do you want? Whichever one he or she says, it's like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, either one. Definitely do this. Just say this. Not that it's better or worse. It's just preference. Tyler Warren's going to be a little more consistent, right? He's going to get that steady target share. Kraft is going to be a little more boom bust, right? He's going to have big weeks like week 2. He's going to have kind of disappointing weeks like week 1. So pick your poison. Adventure. Got Lamar Myers, London Gibbs, K9 Kincaid, Ridley, a kicker and a defense that doesn't need to be discussed. Pollard, Scatterboo, Bill Benson. More booty. Any changes? Who to drop if I pick up off of waivers?
Yeah, I'm not putting any of those bench players in. I mean, if there's somebody really good on the waivers, you can drop Benson. I mean, you might even be able to drop Booty depending on who's out there. But
yeah,
I don't feel like anybody on your bench is a must drop.
Nah, pretty deep at running back, which is nice. No changes to the lineup though. I think you're good. Pretty good. Get your shiz. Don't know if there's a question here. He said, "Whoops." If you asked a question, we'll put it. Oh wait, I see something. Yeah, I see it. Got Devontae Adams, Ladd, Flowers, Warren, and Coleman half. What does that mean? Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know what you're asking here. If we're gonna rank them, I'd rank them Flowers, Ladd, Adams.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
Did it again. Start 3.
All right. Well, I already said them. Flowers, Ladd, and Adams. If Ladd doesn't play, I guess in half, I can go Jalen Warren. Assuming that's Jalen Warren. If it's Tyler Warren, I might just go Keon Coleman.
Yeah, despite the tough matchup, I still like Devontae Adams enough. I mean, Flowers definitely in this group and sticking with Ladd. All right, there you go. Figured it out. Roger Mahar. Flex. Hampton Booty, DK, Tootin.
I'm just gonna go DK here. I'm not starting Hampton. Like Hampton is not trending in the direction where I'm like, yeah, I want to start this guy. He's trending in the direction where I'm like, nope. Booty's okay. I know they have a good matchup against the Steelers. Maybe you never know with Booty. Tootin's too soon. Let's go DK.
Yeah, this one, even if Gonzalez plays, go with DK. Should be able to pass pretty well here. Ben Bourget needs advice. Wide receiver 3 and flex. Choose 2. Jennings, Coleman, Booty, Franklin, Bill.
I'm going to go Jennings.
Yeah, I will say it doesn't make you feel great that today he was out of practice. But again, I feel like it's going to be
I don't even
like
care.
that way all season with him, isn't it?
No, we did this last week with him, and then what did he do? He went off. I don't care. I don't care. No, until he's out, I don't care. I really want to start Coleman here, honestly. Maybe Bill. I mean, they got to give him more touches, right? Like they have to with Mariota.
Probably. Yeah, I think Bill's a decent flex option. No, we're not chasing the Franklin random game. I mean, he's a good
No,
pickup because he'll have games, but I don't want to start him this week.
no.
I think fine. You know what? In this situation, look, I view it as Coleman does have that ceiling, right? Potential ceiling. He could score and do what every team has done to the Dolphins defense. Or you go Bill is kind of like a safer pick. You want to do Coleman? This will be the one time I'll say yes to Coleman. How about that?
Yeah, I guess the Dolphins has upside. I don't know. I mean, does Bill have a huge game in him? I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so. All right, Jennings Coleman it is. Tony Hulsar. Darnold over Kyler.
No, I'm still going Kyler. Kyler's fine.
Yeah, Kyler is that's exactly right. He's fine. Now, you kind of like Darnold, you know, if you had to pick up somebody off of waivers because he gets the Saints, Kyler will probably have to throw it a fair amount this week. All right, let's go, Kyler. What's up? Rise above anything. Got a 14-man league. Oh, wow. Wentz or Browning?
Browning. I know it's a tough matchup against the Vikings, but he's got weapons there.
Yeah. Yeah, the matchup is obviously better on the other side, but let's go with the guy in the better offense. Now Purdy, they're making it sound like he might play, but if he does play, do you just put him in?
I mean, I might put him in over Jake Browning and Carson Wentz. Yeah, I mean, he's risky, right? With the toe injury, he's risky, but I would much prefer Purdy over those guys.
Yeah, let's just monitor it here. Right now, Browning is the choice. All right, Aaron Hudson, Trey Ladd, or Adams, or McMillan with Hawkinson for Chase Brown and Jalen Warren. Assuming that's Jalen Warren. But you already have Walker and Achane.
I think I'll trade any of those guys for him. I mean, I like these guys, but I feel good enough about Chase Brown going forward, and just give me Tyler Warren so I don't have to think about my tight end anymore.
Yeah, well, I don't know which Warren it is, but
well, I assume Tyler because he's trading Hawk, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, that's true. That's a good point. Is Burrow droppable? Yeah, there's no reason to keep him, is there?
Nah, in one QB league, you can even in super flex. I think. I mean, I saw a thing like no. What was it? No player this century, which I know it's only been 25 years, but this century has had surgery for turf toe and returned the same season.
It's still
maybe Burrow does it, but I mean, even if he returns, how healthy is he going to be at first game? Like, how good is he going to be?
Yeah, exactly. This is fair. You just take one of those receivers. Which would you pick, Ladd, Adams, or McMillan? I think I might pick Adams.
Adams over to trade away?
Yeah, to trade away.
Oh, yeah. If I could pick one, it's Adams.
All right. Let's do it then. Right now we got Cody. You know how this is going to work?
Yes.
Dak, Saquon, Genti, Nico, Wilson, Juwan, Ridley, Pollard, and then there's the bench. Any changes here? Oh, Ted's on the bench.
Yeah, I'll put Ted in over Ridley.
All right. Anything else? Terry tempting you?
I might go. It's PPR. I might go Terry over Pollard.
Yeah, it looks like he's got two flexes. Let's do that. Let's go Ted and Terry. All right. And then this one. Mason in the flex. Sutton. I don't think so. Any changes?
Yeah, I think this one's okay.
Yeah, probably Pittman. Pittman is like, but I don't know. I don't feel great about Sutton this week. Let's just keep it. And then this one, Darnold, Jacobs, JT, Jamar, Evans, Kraft, Myers, Swift, McLaurin on the bench again.
I mean, if you don't want to have Terry in both leagues, I'm fine with Swift here. It is the Cowboys. He should at least be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is full PPR. If it's my team, I'm putting Terry over Swift. But that's still pretty close. All right. Back to the super chats. But actually, first, sort of kind of halfway through, just remind you a couple of things. Yeah, we're a little behind on the super chats because we had so many before we even got on. So we're catching up. If you did super chat, we're definitely going to stay on until we answer all of those for sure. So if you want to guarantee you get your question answered, that's the way to do it. So we're catching up there. Also, it's not the only way that you can ask your questions. We also got several DraftLane questions, and we did one at the top, by the way, if anybody doesn't know exactly how DraftLane works. First of all, download the app and try it out. There's the QR code right there. You can download and you can sync your Yahoo and your Sleeper leagues with it. And if you don't have Yahoo or Sleeper, let's say you play on NFL or ESPN or some other format, you can still use this to ask your questions. Got the Ask a Question feature, which we showed earlier. But let's do one of those because we still got some. They keep piling up. So let's do one of these DraftLane questions, and then we'll get back to the super chats. So there it is. You can do Rate My Team. I know that's a very popular feature, and you think this is just draft season. Oh no, we're in week 3, and people still want to know, like, what does my team look like? And that's pretty useful. Start, sit, the ask a question. I don't know which one jumps out at you. I think we did the start sit one. We looked at this one earlier, right? This one looked good.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, PPR. And by the way, that's part of the thing here, just like you do on the chat on YouTube. It's chatting with us. You type your own message. We will respond with a personalized message. And that's the point here. It's us helping you, your team, personalized feedback. Should I start Chris Olave, Jameson Williams, or Alec Ayamano at the flex spot? Well, let's see what the roster looks like. So we can dive into this roster. This is a Yahoo league. Got Daniel Jones, Evans, Nico, Bijan, Trey Benson.
Oof.
Well, I don't really see any other running backs other than Najee.
I mean, I might put Charbonnet in over Benson against the Saints and just hope.
Do I see correctly? It looks like he's got Juwan Johnson as a flex.
Yeah, I think I can pretty comfortably start Chris Olave or Jameson Williams over Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, Juwan Johnson good for a tight end, but can't put Jameson Williams on the bench for him.
Yeah. I guess Benson is fine. He catches passes, which is weird. Like Charbonnet, like Walker is the one catching all the passes, not Charbonnet. I guess that part's fine. I mean, Charbonnet, Benson, like, I don't know.
It's aggravating because Charbonnet's getting touches. He's just sucking when he gets the touches. He's not doing anything with them, But I feel usually you want to chase the guy who's getting those touches, but what is he actually doing? But it is the Saints, right? What's the verdict? Benson or Sharps?
He's got Benson in. I guess just leave Benson. It should be fine.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a big difference? I mean, one of them scores. That's going to be the deciding factor. If neither of them scores, they'll probably both be not very good.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So, Lex, JMO, Benson, and Sharps is close, but you can keep Benson in for now. All right. Well, there you go. It's that simple. Get personalized feedback, and we've got plenty others, but we do want to get back to the super chat so we don't make y'all wait too much. So let's get back to it. Well, Pedro Navarez. Only 4 questions. All right, here we go. 10-team PPR. Needs 2 flexes. Waddle, Judkins, Franklin, DJ Moore.
I saw Waddle now as a shoulder injury. I think DJ Moore is my number 1 here. I probably still got to go Waddle number 2. I mean, maybe Judkins, but I feel like maybe I need one more week for Judkins. DJ Moore and Waddle, I guess.
Yeah, I don't love it, but I think if Waddle plays, it would still play him over those guys. Traded JSN for McBride.
Yeah, I mean, I think I prefer JSN here, but at least you got McBride.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. It's just not necessarily good. 10 standard, 1 flex, Monty or Hampton?
Gotta be Monty. Can't start Hampton.
And then 1 flex, Debo, Connor, Worthy.
If Worthy plays, I'm playing him. If not, I'll go Debo.
Yeah, in PPR, I think that's the way to go. All right, before we get to the next super chat, it's Juice. Brees, Etienne, or Swift, pick one.
Gotta be Etienne. He's getting the bulk of the touches there. He looks good. For now, it's Etienne.
Right, for now it is. And then Tristan Roll. Had Aaron Jones and Joe Burrow, and not anymore. Got Dimes. Okay, that's pretty good. Only other running backs are Connor, Tootin, and Benson. Trade Tootin for Chubb. I wouldn't do that. We're not.
And then I saw, Chubb had that 25-yard touchdown, but then I saw an interview where they were asking Todd Bowles, and he didn't outright say they let him score so they could get the ball back, but he didn't say they didn't let him score so they could get the ball back.
So it was like a mercy TD.
Well, it was so they could get the ball back to drive down and win the game. Because because we see this a lot. Like we saw this in that Bills-Ravens game where the Ravens player like ankle tackled Keon Coleman, and then the Bills were able to just like run out the clock and kick the game-winning field goal. Where if they would have let Keon Coleman score, they would have at least given Lamar Jackson a chance. So, yeah, I'm not Nick Chubb now. Come on.
Nah. I mean, yeah, you might need to do something to improve your running back room, but that ain't it. That ain't it. So, all right. But Tristan, you got the membership now. You can ask away, and if you want to tell us who else you got, we'll help you there. John Wickering wants to know if you trade Benson and Tyreek Hill for Tyrone Tracy and Travis Hunter.
No. I mean, I want to trade Tyreek Hill, but I don't want to get Tyrone Tracy. And I mean, Travis Hunter, I don't know. I'm starting to get a little, I know it's early, but even in week 1, like, yeah, he had the targets, but it's such a low, they're such low ADOT targets right now. They're not deep shots. I think I would just keep Hill and Benson.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Hunter is enough. He's not the guy you want. I mean, you're thinking the right way, and you try to package those two for something similar, just not exactly those two. Cali Kid needs one if JD doesn't play. Tua, T-Law, Geno, Russ, Jones, Mac Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Darnold, Browning.
I think it's got to be Daniel Jones. It's got to be Daniel Jones.
Yep, I think it does. Follow up, by the way, there Tristan did put this. Also, Keenan Allen, Cedric Tillman. Is there RBs you think I could get? I mean, this is a good time to trade Keenan Allen, probably, but what can you realistically get for him?
Yeah, I mean, Keenan should have good trade value right now. I think, like, would you take Bill?
That's fair.
Would you take Judkins? Would you take Mason?
I would take any of those guys, and you could put them in your lineup, and at least it's is better. Tootin, sure, maybe has upside, but you don't really want to start him as your RB2 just yet. So, yeah, I think all of those are good ideas. All right, Spearsy. Not an easy one this week. Two guys we love. Odunze or Pickens? Who do you love more?
I think you got to love Odunze more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Big on Pickens. It's not as guaranteed. I say guaranteed, like Odunze is getting the target share, massive target share, right? Top 10 in all these statistics, air yards, target share. Pickens definitely could go off this week, but you got to start Odunze. Speaking of love, thank you, Jason. Love you too. Basic money needs to add RB2 off waivers. This is where Chubb belongs. Chubb, Hunt, Algier, and Rachaad White.
Let's take Rachaad White. I mean, if you don't, I mean, if you're saying this is your RB2, like you're going to actually play this guy, yeah, I'll take Rachaad White in that Bucks offense. If this is just a stash, I'll take Algier.
It does say RB2, unfortunately. I think this is the one, if I remember, he had Aaron Jones, and that was his RB2. Yeah, let's go Rachaad White. All right, Vinny is back. Vinny Vargas. Kincaid. Hunter, Dead to Me Henry, Kyle Pitts, or Chig?
Pitts. Give me Pitts. Panthers, I think I said this in the QB test. I think it was they give it the most or the second most yards to tight ends, and they haven't even played like elite tight ends.
Yeah. Kincaid's always a possibility, but let's keep rolling with Pitts. Sam Piazza actually played Chubb over Hampton. Too far.
Wow. Well, should I? I thought he said he did. I was going to say, well done. I don't even know. Neither. Option C, somebody else. I don't know. No, I probably still go Hampton, but it's not looking good. I mean, 8 carries. You can't. I don't care who you are. You can't do anything when you're only getting 8 carries.
It's again, I know typically I'm I want to chase the touches, and Chubb's probably going to get more touches. You really want to put Chubb in my lineup?
No.
I can make an exception here. The Texans offense just is off. And I mean, how long is it going to be that Chubb really is dominating the touches before look, we just got to try somebody else?
Well, Woody Marks looked pretty good on Monday. We could see more of Woody Marks this week for sure.
It's true. All right. I know. Can't believe it. Hopefully, I don't think it's going to last too much longer. All right. Chris Paul also had an 8-man league. Must have missed this one earlier. 2 receivers and a flex. So obviously Dak over Purdy, Jacobs, Brown, Kamara, Etienne. Wow.
I mean, I think you got to go Jacobs, Chase Brown still. Although, man, jeez. Still got to go Neighbors, Nico.
And then flex. Got a Dunze there.
Oh, I didn't even see Odunze. I think you got to flex Odunze.
Yeah, I like Kamara this week, and of course Etienne's a good choice, but I think you got to flex Odunze, and then of course your tight end is Juwan for now. There you go. All right, KJ Herring again got offered JCM and BTJ for Chase Brown and Devonta Smith. I don't think I'm doing that.
Yeah, I think just give me Brown and Smith here, just because again there is risk with BTJ right now that maybe he doesn't turn it around. Chase Brown should be fine. I still got to prefer Devonta Smith to Bill.
Yeah, again, not totally scared away from BTJ completely, but just I like the other side better. I think Devonta Smith is still going to be pretty solid most weeks. Chase Brown, not down on him. Yeah, if you're getting offered the first 2, I'm not taking this. All right, the Conscious Machine. Again, take this as a compliment. Thank you. We're because he's like, I'm old too, but he's happy that we're not like the 16-year-olds giving our take.
Appreciate that. I think.
Yeah, I think it's just he's complimenting our experience. It's experience.
Yes.
Dion in that non PPR league needs two: Sutton, DK, Pearsall, Harrison, Coleman.
I think Harrison is my number one. I'll say DK2 if Gonzalez doesn't play. Otherwise, Pearsall. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Keenan and Pittman are on the waiver wire. Okay.
I mean, I know it's non PPR, but I mean, you kind of got to add Keenan, don't you?
Yeah, I can drop Coleman for Keenan.
Yeah.
All right. Fill the vibe. What's up? Who's better than Kelsey this week? Johnson, Fannin, Ferguson, Henry, or all of them?
I don't know about all of them, but Johnson definitely.
Yeah. Johnson. Johnson's the pick. Look, this week Ferguson might actually do something against that Bears defense. I think he actually got some targets last week. I think I might be able to go Ferguson over Kelsey, but not the other two. Mark Rodriguez, Judkins, Swift, Kamara, Bill, Genty, pick 3.
I think Kamara's got to be one. I still got to go Genty. I think I still have to go Swift against the Cowboys. Although that may change next week. Judkins may leapfrog Swift. Maybe even Bill.
Yeah. In this group, you still have to go Genty. Cannot give up just yet on these guys. Next, again, got to stick to the super chat so we don't keep y'all waiting too long. Let's do Michael Marowitz. Trade Connor for Pollard.
Fine. I mean, yeah, it's fine. I have a strong opinion. I mean, Pollard we know is going to be the guy there. We could see more Benson, so you might prefer this long term, but yeah, I don't feel like strongly one way or the other here.
No, these guys were drafted pretty close to each other, very similar in some senses. I thought Connor would be a little bit better in terms of ceiling. I don't know. I think now I'm shifting towards Pollard. I know Tyjae Spears is going to come back. I mean, let's not act like he's going to all of a sudden go into a 50-50 split.
No.
Pollard has been good. And then Baker or Herbert?
I think it's got to be Herbert.
For now, I think it is Herbert. Chris KD. Big trade. Agbuka, Jawan, looks like Jennings, Mason, and McLaurin for AJB, Rashee Rice, and Devontae Adams.
All right. Okay. Hold on here. I mean, you're giving up 4 good players.
Yeah, it's like 3 receivers for 3 receivers with Jordan Mason thrown in there. But AJB, Rashee Rice, Devontae Adams, I think are all at least as good, if not better than those 3 receivers. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm taking the AJ Brown, Rashee Rice side.
Yeah, I think so too. You got Kamara, Bucky, London, AJB, Devontae. Yeah. I think I kind of like the side that you got. Looks like you got the winning side here. This could go either way though. All right, Brian, Colorado. Team and questions in the chat. Go Pack, go. All right, let's see.
Got to be feeling good if you're a Packers fan right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Superflex. Got Kyler, Lawrence, Jones, H.M. Breeze, K9, Tracy Neighbors, Evan, Sutton, Hunter, Cedric Tillman, QJ, Kelsey, Ferguson. Okay, well, I kind of just said this. Would you go Ferg over Kelsey?
Yeah, in that matchup, I'll take him.
Yeah, me too. Sutton over K9?
I don't think so. I'll take Walker against the Saints.
Yeah, I think I had Sutton as just a flex this week. I'm not feeling great about him. And then traded, this is super flex, keep in mind, traded Penix and Ted for K9. Like That's it,
Yeah,
straight up.
I don't know how I feel about that, but you do still have Kyler, T-Law, and Daniel Jones, so it's not like you're hurting at QB. But I mean, Tet Canine to me is kind of close right now, and then you just threw in a QB, a good QB2 in Superflex. I think you might have overpaid a little.
Yeah, I hate to say, I think you overpaid a lot. You better hope K9 has a big season. You already had Etienne and Brees. I don't know. But let's see. Traded Tyreek Hill for Sutton. I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Nate S. Got Lamar, Henry, Chase Brown, Ridley, Devonta Smith, McBride, Pickens, Brandon Aubrey. And Cobb as the flex. We got Keenan, Tillman, Downs on the bench.
Why is Keenan on so many benches? I'm definitely flexing Keenan over Cup.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of leagues. Keenan wasn't even drafted, and so he's been picked up. Some people are like, "Do I throw him in my lineup?" Like, yeah, like you can do this. All right, Juice. Pick one: Brees, Etienne, Swift, and then pick one: Ramondre or Swift.
I think it's got to be Etienne, and I think I'll still give the edge to Swift, even though Ramondre does get that Steelers defense, which has looked horrible this year. Swift gets the Cowboys. I'm going to go Etienne and Swift.
Right. Ramondre got used a lot more than anybody wanted last week, and that's going to continue to happen if Henderson keeps whiffing on pass protection. But I still doubt his ceiling. Is he really going to lead the team in receiving like every week? I don't think so. I really hope not. Etienne, the first one, Swift, the second one. I agree. All right, Nicholas Hernandez needs 2 and a flex. Have Etienne, Brees, Walker, Bill, and then Tyreek, QJ, McLaurin, Smith, Jennings, Puka.
Puka just throwing in at the end. I'm gonna go Etienne and Walker at running back. I'm gonna go Puka. I mean, it's assuming it's PPR. I probably got to go Puka. Wow, this is actually tough. So I got to choose 2 between Jennings, Terry, and Tyreek. I mean, Tyreek against the Bills, I just feel like the Dolphins are gonna. I don't know. I might go Puka, Terry, Jennings. I'm actually really happy that we haven't gotten a ton of Tyreek Hill questions so far. I'm actually very thankful for that.
Yet. Yeah, I don't want to start Tyreek, so that's exactly what I was thinking. Puka, Jennings, McLaurin, Etienne, and Brees and Walker. That's kind of tough. I think I'll probably go Walker this week just because of the Fields injury. All right, so this user is definitely not a clone, though that's exactly what a clone would say.
Exactly.
You gave yourself away. At 0-2, made some trades, got HM Bucky, Malik starting, needs 2 more starters between BTJ, London, and Mason.
What? I mean, I'm assuming it's PPR. I'm still going BTJ in London. I mean, how is this team 0-2? You got nothing but like first and second round picks and then Jordan Mason.
Yeah, right. Bucky hasn't been great. Okay, he's been decent. You had Neighbors last week. BTJ, I guess we'll just blame him. London hasn't been great. Yeah, I think you still start those receivers as well. Deja Entendu. All right, 10-man PPR. Interesting. Trade Bowers for Hurts if you currently have Nix and Ferg. No, I think the difference between these tight ends is bigger than the difference between these quarterbacks. All right.
Yeah, you're fine with Knicks, and I mean, I don't know who's on the way. Like, it's much harder to find tight ends on the waiver wire than it is QBs on a week-to-week basis, unless like your league hoards QBs. So I'm gonna keep Bowers here.
Yeah, Exactly. The Bowers still going to have plenty of good games in him. Week 2 was bad for all Raiders, pretty much. Jacoby Myers accepted, maybe, but yeah, I don't think I would do this either. Knicks, like people are already panicking about Bo Nix. He'll be okay too. Lex Dad,
Guy
welcome
threw
back.
3 touchdowns last week. What are we panicked about? He's not
Yeah,
running.
exactly. It wasn't even that bad. Got Bijan, Chase Brown, Nico, and Rome. Need to flex between Jacoby, Evans, Mason, Pollard, and Olave.
I mean, I guess probably still got to go Evans here. Although I don't mind Jacoby or Mason. Yeah. Evans.
Okay, we got another one here. Needs 2 receivers in the flex. London, Keenan, Walker, Pickens, Monty, Higgins, Pearsall. Yeah, it's a tough group.
I'm still starting London. I think Pickens has got to be number 2. I'm probably just flexing Keenan again. Like he's been so good. He's going to get the targets. Just going to flex Keenan.
I'm good with that. I mean, you have a lot of good options here. Higgins is going to be that tough call, right? With Browning. It's like you went from just kind of setting and forgetting to now like, I don't know. All right, Ron Scoff. Trade Pickens for Javonte Williams.
If it's me, I prefer Pickens, but I will say if Pickens is your wide receiver 4 or 5 and your RB2 was like Aaron Jones and now you're staring at like Nick Chubb or somebody like that as your RB2, I think this is fine. If you need Javonte.
Yeah. If you're hurting your running back, you could do this. And also if you're good enough at receiver. Or how about this one? Let's do Sebastian Montañez Oscos from Mexico. AJB for Jacoby Myers. You taking AJB?
Yeah, I think you still have to.
Yeah. I think you got to. All right. And then let's get to Robert Berkey. 10-team full PPR flex. Rate these options. Got K-Dub, Mason, Pollard, Connor, Etienne, Swift, Keenan, Igbuka, Juwan, Pearsall, Sutton, Jacoby, Ted, Garrett, Pickens, Terry, Jamo. How many players do you have? Okay, well, it's 30 teams. I knew you had a lot. I didn't know it was 30. So we're rating all of these guys?
Well, it says rate my flex options. Are these your flex options across all teams? I think Etienne is your best running back flex option. Probably go Mason second, Walker third. I think Tet is your best. Yeah. Actually, I might go Pickens 1, Tet 2. I think like Buka 3, Garrett Wilson 4 for wide receivers.
Don't forget BTJ is at the very end there.
Oh, BTJ just thrown in. BTJ number 1. BTJ just thrown in at the end.
It's hard to. I know. I almost missed him too. It's hard to see. Oh man. I'll say for this group. So you're starting at the beginning. I'll go from the end here. I think the guy I'm worried about most out of these groups, these players, Sutton. I would put him kind of toward the end here. Still a little worried about Swift not looking good. I put him towards the end as well. Connor's kind of on the lower end. 10-team PPR. Pollard is just okay. I think you could go for more upside. So I think all these receivers are clearly better than these running backs. Etienne is the only one that's kind of in the mix here. And then Mason, maybe. So I hope that helps. Not sure if for real, but you never know. Juice is in a lot of leagues too. Spencer Rattler or Carson Wentz?
Just go with Rattler. He's your boy. Come on. Go
There
with
you
Rattler.
go. It's an obvious. This was like a trick question. It's the Saint. Alex Bellevue. One receiver, one flex. Ibuka, Sutton, Worthy, Jamin Ridley.
I'm going to go Ibuka, Worthy if he plays. If Worthy doesn't play, I'm going to go Ibuka, Ridley.
Fair enough. Sounds good. Let's do Kingdom Watch. How's it going? How about this? Laporta or Kraft in half?
I have no reason not to start Kraft. I'm going to go Kraft.
That's funny when you started that sentence. I thought you were going to end it with Laporta. It's like, I had no reason not. This is tough. You could go either way. But yeah, I think Kraft for more upside this week. One flex, Sutton or Bill?
Does it say PPR or not? Half PPR?
Half PPR.
I think I still go Sutton here.
I don't know why I'm a little nervous about Sutton. In half, I might go Bill and see if he actually gets the ball. Arthur Swanson. This is also half PPR. It's a 12-teamer. Just a moment of reflection. Yes, it's crazy. We're in week 3 already. Again, I feel like we just started the kickoff of week 1. Here we go, week 3. Tootin looks good, but would you flex him over guys like Tillman, Booty, and Jennings?
No. I mean, I maybe could flex him over Tillman, but definitely not Jennings. Probably not Booty. Booty gets the Steelers this week.
Yeah, it's reverse order here. I think Jennings is your first pick. Booty's the second pick. I'd probably put Tootin third and Tillman last. Definitely don't want to start those Browns. All right, so now it's Jason Bourget again. Change or trade half, 2 flex, Nix, Collins, Adunze, Genty, Connor, McBride. Got Pickens, Pearsall at the flex. And then there's the bench.
I mean, I don't think you can put anybody in your bench in. I mean, yeah, I see why you're 0-2. Like, Genty's done nothing. Nick's had a terrible week 1. Nico's not been great. I don't really know what trades can you make here? I mean,
yeah, exactly. Because the only players that you would get a pretty good return on are your only players who have been doing really well, like Adunze. I don't want to trade Adunze right now. Yeah, it's tough. I don't think there's anything much you can do here. Yeah, just gonna have to hold tight. I don't think does Hollywood actually have trade value at this point?
I mean, if he does, now's the time to do it.
Right. Can find out, I guess. Trade your Chiefs. How about that? Try. What's up, Anthony? Don't know if he's 0-2, but he's saying that he might pull a Chris and get up and just play chess.
Play chess anyways. Good or bad week?
Yeah, you can do both. Bow, Red Dom Kick, Higgins, Wandale, or Tyreek?
I might just go Tyreek here. I don't think I could put Wandale over Tyreek. Can I? Or Higgins? I don't really want to start Tyreek.
Yeah, the thing is, and Wandale coming off a huge game, but this is the Chiefs this week.
Yeah.
I would probably go Tyreek too. Again, Higgins is that tough one, right? He shouldn't even be a flex option. He should be a wide receiver too, but
right.
It's not a good spot for him. How about this? Jamie Eason. Is it worth trading Njoku for Keon Coleman? Just shoot for upside?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, is Njoku your only tight end? I hope not. So, yeah, I would do this.
Well, even if he is, you could probably find a better option on waiver wire right now. So.
True.
Okay. Juice wants to know if Purdy plays, you're still keeping Goff in there. Yeah, I am.
Yes, Goff way safer.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a high scoring game for sure. Okay. What about Robert again? Robert Berkey. So one of the 30 teams is 0-2. It's bound to happen. Dak, Chase Brown, Jacobs, Lamb, Nico, Brees, Garrett Pickens, Juwan, Etienne, B-Rob, Kincaid. That team is 0-2. It looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, I mean, Dak wasn't great week 1. Nico wasn't great week 1. Pickens wasn't great week 1. You probably didn't start Etienne week 1. Yeah, but this team should be fine.
Yeah, this team is good. You just probably just have had some bad luck matchup wise.
Right.
But you look, Lamb and Nico both, and you have Garrett Wilson as your wide receiver 3, Pickens is your 4, Jennings is your 5. This is not an 8-teamer, it's a 10-teamer. So I mean, you should be fine. There's really nothing to do here. Just get better results.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get better luck.
Yeah. Sean Howard, who just started in the flex, Harrison, Sutton, or DK?
I'm going to go Harrison.
Yeah, like again, been saying if Gonzalez is out, I kind of like DK. I still don't think I would put him over Harrison. All right, now Cody. Realize that one team only has 2 stud running backs and 1 solid running back. Well, that's not a bad thing. Trade Myers, Golden, McLaurin. What? Oh, okay. I'm guessing you're not seeing all of them. Okay. Are you going to trade any of these guys? Downs has no value.
Hold on. Before I even answer the question, if I even answer it, I just want to say if I have a team that only has 2 stud running backs and 1 solid running back, I'm not thinking about running back.
Right.
Like 2 stud running backs and 1 solid running back should be more than enough. I mean, if you want to drop Downs for Najee or a handcuff, I'm okay with that, but I'm not trading these guys to get another solid running back. Like you got 2 studs and a solid one, you should be fine.
Yeah. I will say if you're deep enough at receiver, I mean, I'm hoping these aren't. No, they're not. I was like, these are all your receivers, and you probably need help at receiver. He's saying, I got Jamar Chase and Mike Evans. No, don't trade them. But look, if you want to flip like a Jacoby or a Terry, and you can buy low in one of those rookies that people are panicked, like a Hampton or a Henderson, like you could do that, but you're fine. All right. What about Julian? Needs a flex between Henderson and AJB.
Gotta be AJB. I know AJB's been bad, but can't trust Henderson yet. I mean, he lost the trust of the coaches last week. Now that doesn't mean he can't get it back, and he probably will at some point. But I need to see it first. I can't have another game where he's getting out touched by Antonio Gibson. Gotta be AJB here.
Yes, definitely AJB. Let's give him a shot here. All right, John Wickering now. Back to that trade. He said he was offered that trade, texted the league and said that Hill was on the trading block. All right, good idea. Erase everything that had happened this year because it's a keeper league. Keep 1 Lamb.
I mean, yeah,
JT
you're probably going to be. I mean, I don't think you have to decide already, do you? But I mean, you're probably going to be keeping CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, there's no reason not to keep CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, so look, shop Hill. This is the time to do it, but you could probably do better than that first offer. That's the only thing. Don't settle because you don't have to trade him. It's just a good time to trade him. All right, Reza Jalali. Do I start Etienne or Pollard?
Etienne.
Yeah, this one's pretty clearly Etienne. And then back to Jamie. Jamie with the super chat. Thank you, Jamie. Hurts, Cook, Henry, Flowers, Evans, Troy Franklin, Juwan Johnson, Sharps, Benson, Hunter, Shakir, Palmer, and Njoku. Okay, so we answered that question. Traded Njoku for Coleman.
Yeah, you got
now that we see the squad.
Yeah, you got Juwan Johnson. You don't need Njoku.
Yeah, I would do it anyways, but you got the right tight end off waivers. Now, as far as this lineup, Hurts, Cook, Henry, it looks like Troy Franklin is listed with the starters. Are you starting him over guys like Shakir, Hunter, or Coleman? Or are you going to just start Coleman this week?
Yeah, I might just risk Coleman. Like Shakir, Palmer, Hunter. I might just take a chance on Coleman's upside against the Bills. I mean, against the Dolphins. If you get him in time. Some leagues make you wait 3 days for the trade. I'm like, why? Why do I have to wait 3 days for a trade to process?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, sure, why not? Another trade question here from Gersa Hapal. Would you do Kamara, Sutton for Bucky and Moore?
We did this trade already. Well, I guess I think it was Kamara, Sutton, and Pearsall last time.
So yeah, Pearsall, it was a little different.
Out. I mean, now I probably take Bucky and Moore because I still got to prefer Bucky to Kamara. Moore, Sutton, close. So now I probably take Bucky and Moore.
Yeah, this is more fair. So, yeah, this is fine. All right, then we have Austin J. It's a 10-teamer. Got Daniel Jones, McCaffrey, HN, Tet Ridley, Johnson, Pollard on the bench, Booty Bill, QJ, Pearsall, Scatterboot, Tillman. Changes here. It is full PPR. Looks like Pollard's at the flex. I don't know. I would go Pearsall over Pollard.
Yeah, I would go Pearsall too over Pollard.
Anything else?
I don't think so. Everything else looks pretty good. Pretty solid team here.
All right. Yeah, that's it. Got a lot of upside on your bench, so that's good. This one, okay, how about this? This is a twist on those players. Patriot was offered Pollard for Juwan Johnson.
I mean, this will come down to who my other tight end is or who's on the waiver wire. Like, if I have another good option, like maybe I have, Trey McBride and I picked up Juwan Johnson just so somebody else couldn't or something. Or even if I had, like, Tyler Warren or Tucker Kraft. Like, maybe after week 1, I was like, ooh, I don't know about Tucker Kraft. Let me pick up Juwan. Like, yeah, I'll take Pollard for Juwan. But, I mean, if I'm now going to have to go to the waiver wire and grab, like, Jonnu Smith, guys like that, Chico Conquo, nah, I'll keep Juwan.
Yeah, this will come down to your team, your roster. Jan Patrick Patagok. What's good? All right, half PPR. Genty, Hall, Bill, Hampton, Chubb, and the wide receiver, Lamb, Hill, Keenan, Booty, Moore needs a flex.
All right, wide receiver, I'm going Lamb and Keenan. Running back, I'm going to go Genty and Hall. Oh, man. Half PPR, I don't think I can put Bill or Hampton over these wide receivers, so it's either Hill or Moore. I guess I'll take a chance on Tyreek Hill. I mean, DJ Moore does have a good matchup against the Cowboys, but man, it's been like the Romo Doomsday show. I'll take a chance on Tyreek at the flex, I guess.
Yeah, that's a tough one, right? Hill and Moore. Got to see more involvement from Moore, though. More targets. Could be this week. Could not be this week. Paul P. Needs a lineup here. 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 receivers, 2 flex. Baker, Ladd, Ridley, Keon, Cedric, Booty, Bijan, Swift, Braylon, Caleb. We have not dropped Caleb Johnson yet, huh? McBride, Juwan Johnson, and Njoku. And we have 3 tight ends.
Well, you could definitely drop Njoku. All right, Baker QB. Yeah, I think Ladd and Ridley have to be your wide receivers here. Bijan and Swift, I guess, are your running backs. I really don't want to flex Braylon Allen, or definitely not flexing Caleb Johnson. That's for sure. I might just take a chance on Keon Coleman against the Dolphins. Oh, wait, there's 2 flexes. Oh man.
Yeah, we need 2.
You know what? Give me Booty against the Steelers. Keon and Booty.
Yep. And I'll just say with this team, the running back depth is definitely a little sketchy. You could drop Caleb Johnson, and this is the team you should definitely be trying to trade Juwan Johnson to a team that needs a tight end because you got McBride, right? I mean, you're really going to start Juwan Johnson. I would try to trade him for a running back. All right, let's get to allegedly the real Superman. 10-team half PPR, 2-2-1 flex. Barkley, Jacobs, Harvey, Algier, Jason, London, Pickens, Olave, Pittman. With JD questionable, those are the options.
Ugh.
Yeah, not ideal. I think it's either Penix and hope that they throw the ball enough. Actually, I think it's just Penix here. I don't like Browning this week.
Yeah, probably. I will say I feel like Gino gets Commanders, but he was so bad last week. Yeah, I guess we'll just go Penix here. 2 running backs, Barkley, Jacobs, 2 wide receivers, JSN, London, Pickens at the flex.
Yeah, the running backs are easy, and the receivers are pretty easy too. All right. Then we have Condog 209. 0-2, 2-2-2, 1 tight end. Igbuka, Henderson, Chase, Evans, Hampton, Walker, Harvey, Tootin, Shar, Booty, Henry, and Ingram.
Ingram now has a back injury.
Dude, should have seen it coming.
All right. 2 running backs will be Walker and oh boy. It's a very rookie heavy running back room. My goodness. I guess I probably have to put Hampton over all these running backs still. I don't want to, but I probably have to. Walker and Hampton. 2 wide receivers, Chase, Evans. Yes. 2 flexes. All right, well, we're going to flex Igbuka for sure. And then I'll probably just flex Booty against the Steelers. I mean, the Steelers have been awful this year on defense. I'm going to go Hunter Henry over Ingram because, I mean, Ingram now dealing with this back injury. No thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know how deep this league is. I might scour the waiver wire because I don't know if I'm going to go all in on the Patriots pass offense with Booty and Henry. Yeah, you got a lot of potential on this bench, but you can't be starting guys like Harvey and Tootin just yet. And Hampton, it's like, man, who knows? Well, and Henderson too. A-Rod. We're guessing that's supposed to be McLaurin, Evans, and Tet. We had to pick one.
If you got to pick one, I'm picking Tet.
Yeah, we're big on Tet this week. So there you go. Yeah, he gets the nod. It's not going to happen every week, but this week, go Tet. All right, let's do Mark Galvan. Been very patient here. Ertz, Hawk, or Pitts?
Pitts.
Pitts it is. Hawk is probably last this week out of that group. All right, now we got MNE 4. It's 2-0 in half. Got, let's see, DJ, Chase, Brown, CMC, DK, Rome, Pitts, Mason at the flex. And then here's the bench. Franklin, Rickley, Henderson, Kirk, Likely. Okay, offered Scary Terry for DK. Should I counter Hollywood?
Well, I doubt he's going to take Hollywood.
Could try.
Oh, wait, somebody offered you Terry for DK, but you want to get Terry for Hollywood? I doubt they're going to take Hollywood. I would take Terry over DK. I would just take that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I would take Terry.
No need
Yeah,
to try to lowball somebody here. Just take the better deal. Just take the good
yeah,
side of the deal.
yeah. No one should be doing. I mean, if you want to casually ask, oh, do you like Hollywood, and see if they say, I mean, sure, do that, but you risk ruining that first deal, right? Yeah, just
Yep.
take Terry. All right, and then as far as your team here, got Keenan on the bench. Ricky, you got Pearsall on the bench. I don't think anybody, unless you would flex one of those over Mason. Would you flex one of those over Mason this week?
I think Mason's fine, but I would probably put Keenan in over DK Metcalf, honestly.
There you go. Although if you do that deal, then you're gonna have Terry McLaurin now. So there you go.
True.
Carl, it's funny, Carl. He put it. He's like, don't forget, Swift started out with a terrible 2 games last season. Did he just have a terrible season last year?
Yeah, he wasn't great. He was okay. Like, look, Swift's been okay this year. He'll be okay. He'll be okay.
It's not like he like bounced back strong and had a great season. Like he was not good last year. So that doesn't make me feel better. But I'm still holding out hope. It's early. Juan Pablo Guerrero is also 2-0 and also has a trade offer. Give Henderson to get Drake
London? Yeah, take Drake London. Well, who's doing this? Who's this panicked on Drake London?
But not worried about Trayvon Henderson, who's losing touches. Like,
right.
Do it. Yeah. Take it right now. Cassie 420. What about Myers for Ladd? Trade away Myers to get Ladd.
I mean, I like Jacoby. I was big on Jacoby all year, but I still gotta prefer Ladd.
Yeah.
It's been 2 games. It's not over. It's not over. It's 2 games.
No, and this is not a buy super low, but this is a good kind of buy low for Ladd. This is good. Yeah, do this. I'm telling you, it's crazy. People just pure panic after 2 weeks. What about Falco 6? Trade Breece Hall to get Tet if he's not even your top 2 running backs.
Yeah, I mean, as long as look, you don't want to just have 2 running backs because they do get hurt. But if Tet is going to be like an improvement to my wide receiver, if he's just joining an already deep wide receiver room, then I probably just keep Breece. I prefer Tet to Breece. It's not like by a mile because Breece is still the workhorse here. But if Tet is going to improve your wide receiver room, then yes, I'll do this. But if this just adds depth to my wide receiver room, then I probably just keep Breece.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I don't want to say regardless because, of course, it always does matter. But I would do this probably unless, like, Breece is your RB3. You must have 2 really good running backs. But unless, like, your RB4 is, like Tyron Tracy or, somebody like that. Like, this is going to leave you totally high and dry. Maybe not, but I would do this. All right, then we got Joni0418. Also 2-0, standard 10 team. Lamar, Barkley, Chubb. 2-0 with Chubb. Allen, Pickens, Nico, Jamo, Laporta. Looks like waivers still includes Wandale, Ramondre, Tootin, Renfro. Hold Chubb and Allen.
No, I mean, especially is that Braylon Allen, I assume? I would drop Chubb and Allen for Ramondre and Tootin. I mean, Ramondre should not be on waivers probably in most leagues, but especially not in a non-PPR league. He still has non-PPR value. So I can drop Chubb, and I assume that's Braylon Allen for Ramondre and Tootin.
Yeah, if it's Braylon Allen, you could drop him. If it happens to be Keenan Allen, then don't. But you can drop Chubb for sure. I would pick up Ramondre and Tootin. Okay. Roger X. Abidjan Cook. Hoping that's James Cook and not Brandon Cooks. and Bucky. Should I trade Cook and Keenan Allen for CD? It's a 10-man team. JSN,
When you got
Nico, and
JSN,
London
Nico,
already.
and London, so one of these guys is probably going to sit every week.
I still think it's worth doing. Get CD because Keenan's sitting every week, So you're trading basically like a guy like James Cook to get CD Lamb. I mean, I think you got to do that.
I guess, but you're going. I mean, now you got Bijan and Bucky with CD, JSN, and Nico. I guess is your wide receivers. I mean, that sounds pretty nice. Yeah, I guess it's fine, but man, so you're only going to have Bijan and Bucky as your only running backs?
Yeah, I'm assuming at least somebody behind them. Honestly, my first thought here was like, I'm wondering, would I rather trade Cook and Keenan or would I rather trade Bucky and Keenan? I don't know. But I think I'm doing this to get CD Lamb. Yeah, go for it. A-Rod. I think we already did this. McLaurin, Evans, Ted. This week we said go Ted.
Yes.
All right, Naftali. Rate this team. Who could be an upgrade? Got Mahomes, JT, Kyron, DJ Moore, Puka, Juwan Johnson, Keon Coleman.
I mean, JT, Kyron is solid. Moore, Puka, Coleman is okay at wide receiver. I mean, you got Puka. You got a good tight end. I don't know how many teams this is, and I assume you have a bench somewhere, hopefully. This is probably like an 8, depending on team's league size. And again, without seeing your bench or who else you got, I'm not really sure. I mean, what you could upgrade. I'd like to upgrade my wide receivers, but I don't know how you're going to do it.
Yeah, it's hard to say here. I'm like, I'm going to say if this is like a 12-teamer even, I just want somebody a little more reliable than a Keon Coleman. I mean, we'll see if it happens for him. But even so, if that's your number 3 receiver, yeah, we need some more depth here at receiver. But yeah, it's hard to say without knowing the bench. So I don't know if you want to comment that. All right, so John, back to John Wickering. He asked for JSN and DJ Giddens for Hill and Benson. I mean, yeah, you do that.
I mean, if somebody's going to give you JSN for Hill and Benson, I don't even need Giddens. If they're just going to give me JSN, I'm taking it.
Yeah, that's... I don't even know if fair is the right word because I would gladly take JSN for them. I mean, if they're going to do it, we'll see. I doubt it, but if they do it, take it and run. So I got JT. All right. Yeah, just do it. All right, Juice wants to know, in PPR, are you flexing Keenan or Etienne?
I think you still got to go Etienne. Workhorse running back, catches passes. Give me Etienne.
Yeah, let's go Etienne. And then, once again, Robert Perkey. The ranking thing again, just for this week, it's only 10 players instead of 30. Keenan, Devontae, Jawan, Ridley, Pearsall, Sutton, J-Mo. I think that's Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I'll go. I go Keenan 1, Ridley 2. Jawan, Pearsall, Adams 3. Jameson 4, Sutton 5. I cheated and put 3 guys at 3 because I can't separate them.
It's like, what? Wait a minute. There's 7 players here. Man, I don't know if I can put Keenan 1 just yet. I think, you know what? Based on that matchup, especially if Purdy plays, I might go Jawan 1. Jawan. I like Devontae Adams, and then Keenan, then Pearsall, Ridley, J-Mo, Sutton. That's how I would do it. Ryan, has Kraft, Andrews, and Fannin. That's too many tight ends. Also Herbert and Nix. Who to start?
All right, I think you got to start Herbert and you got to start Kraft, and you can drop Fannin, I guess, or Andrews or whatever. Hold all three.
Yeah, this week you can definitely go Kraft here. Let's keep it going with Herbert. The beer effect is working. Madison beer, of course. Duke, who should I start at the flex? Etienne or Warren? If it's you gotta go.
Gotta be Etienne. It's gotta be Etienne.
Yeah. Dan Groipe was offered Cook or Hill plus Judkins for JJ. Oh man. And it's fair because JJ McCarthy out, not like JJ McCarthy made you feel great about Justin Jefferson the first 2 weeks, but still, we got Carson Wentz for who knows how long, and then McCarthy, what is he even going to be this year? I mean, are you entertaining trade offers for JJ now?
I mean, maybe, but I don't know if this is it. I mean, James Cook does look really good, but I don't think I'm ready to trade away JJ yet.
I think it would have to be a little bit more than Cook and Judkins. I'm not doing it for Hill. Yeah. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. All right, then another one from Jan Patrick Padagog. Getting Chase Brown for Chubb and Pooty. Come on, who's doing this?
Well done. Well done.
So and some people are like, oh, there's always, again, be amazed. Who gets dropped? Who gets traded? And so we feel like we just talked about this, right? We're like, we should talk about Chase Brown because, some people will be like, I don't know if I can start him now with Joe Burrow out. And sure enough, people are like, take him off my hands. Give me your waiver wire pick for Chase Brown. Emmanuel. Flex Wandale, Devonta Smith, or Hollywood?
I mean, I don't think I can put Wandale or Hollywood in over Devonta Smith. I know the Eagles aren't throwing the ball a lot. And I know Wandale's been really good the first 2 games, but this is the Chiefs. I think I'm still going Smith. I mean, if you want to go Wandale, I don't blame you, but I think I'm still going Smith here.
Yeah, going Smith here. Can't just give up on him because he wasn't great the last 2 weeks. Worthy's coming back, not like Hollywood did anything last week anyways. And then Wandale, if it was a better matchup, maybe. But according to matchup, it should be Smith. All right, back to for this one to... By the way, sorry, did I say Dan earlier or Don? I can't remember.
Not sure.
Don.
It's Don.
Drop Knicks for Wilson, May, Caleb, Browning, or no?
I mean, not Wilson.
No, Browning, no.
Not Browning.
Like maybe May, but I don't know. This week?
Yeah. I think it's too soon. I mean, look, he drafted Mixon like round 7, round 8. I think it's too soon to give up on Bo Nix. Again, he had 3 touchdowns last week. He was great. He was fine. I mean, okay, not running as much as we'd like yet. Maybe he won't because he didn't really run a lot towards the end of the season last year. So maybe he won't. But I don't think I'm ready to give up on Bo Nix after, 1 bad game and 1 good game.
Right. I think the only one I would consider is May because he is now running. He didn't in week 1, but he did in week 2. And that Steelers defense has looked, for some reason, just atrocious the first 2 games. But at the same time, I'm not convinced he's going to be better than Nix, so I'm not dropping Nix yet either. Tali, okay, we are going to see this comment because here it is. So here's the bench. That doesn't help much, I don't think. There's not a lot of trade value here.
No.
You have Browns. Why so many Browns?
I know. Are you a Cleveland fan? Judy, Judkins, and Njoku? Yeah, I don't think this helps us make moves here. But the good news is Judkins should get better.
Right, but I think based on the situation right now, you're best off holding Judkins because you're not going to get
Yeah.
fair value.
Definitely.
If you can get something for Judy, do it. I would just trade Judy if you can. I doubt you're not going to get anything probably for Njoku. So, yeah, that would probably be the only one. Just get something. All right, Carl. Do I pick up, because he's got Barkley, Kirk, and Tank, to drop Braylon Allen, Kincaid, or B-Rob?
I mean, you can drop Kincaid if you have a better tight end, of course.
You can drop Braylon Allen, who's probably never starting for you anyways, just for the backup of Bigsby. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's backup for backup. It's like, which backup do you prefer, I guess? I mean, it's backup for backup. Yeah. Like,
at least get the backup to your guy.
True. That is true. Yep, that's true.
Sure. And pick up those two for those other first two. Frihola. Trent got Puka for Sutton and Etienne. Is that a win?
Yeah, I mean, getting Puka's got to be a win.
Yeah, that's a win. My other RBs are Hampton, Chase Brown, and Connor, so I'm going to miss them. But, hey, I got Puka. Hey, I think you won that trade still.
Exactly. Well said.
Connor's fine as an RB2, right? He'll serve you well enough until Marion Hampton decides to actually start scoring. Yeah, Puka's a win. All right, and then we have, let's see. Oh, come on. Billy, we're not there. AJ Brown or Nick Chubb?
We are never going to be there. AJ Brown.
Yeah, it's AJ Brown. Okay. Wow. I think we're caught up. Just like that. We're all caught up. It feels like we're always crazy behind, and then we catch up. Of course, it takes a while, but there we go. All right. So unless there are any last super chats, we're almost 2.5 hours in, so we're probably going to get out of here pretty soon. Let's do a few of these others that we haven't gotten to, if it's possible. Let's see. All right. Turtle Beats. Kyron or London?
I think I'm still assuming PPR. I'm still going London.
Yeah, if it's PPR, go London as well. Well, that's a tough one. Okay, let's do it. Frank G. Brees or Walker?
No, I think I can. I mean, I say pretty comfortably, as if we can be comfortable with Kenneth Walker, but I like Walker against the Saints this week. Brees Hall has got to go against the Bucs. Vita Vea, tough run defense. Tyrod Taylor. I'm just going to take Walker.
Yeah, they're if I remember right, the Bucs are a little bit more of a pass funnel defense. And yeah, Fields out. Not that Fields was good last week, but still, it's a backup quarterback, you know. All right. Got another one here from Falco 6. So he says Brees is his RB3. Getting Walker or Sutton.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I would take Walker. I mean, Sutton's fine, but are you really going to miss Sutton? I'll take Walker.
They pulled off a good one. Traded Chubb for Jennings. That's a win.
What the heck? What are we doing?
Like, people actively trading to acquire Nick Chubb after week.
I mean, it's just because he had that 25-yard touchdown run that it sounds like the Bucs let him score on.
Yeah,
like he had a 25-yard touchdown run and finished the game with, I think, 48 yards.
Look, anybody there? Again, we have to say this, because I know out of the 30 plus leagues we're in, we probably own a combined like one share of Nick Chubb, and it was like one that I randomly drafted him in the last round. If you have Nick Chubb, just trade him now, like for whatever, right?
Yeah, I didn't know Nick Chubb was such a hot commodity right now.
because he scored, because it was on Monday night. That's why. Trade Hall for Tet. Then, if Hall's the RB3, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that because you're replacing Hall with Walker, which should be fine, and you're basically replacing Sutton with Tet. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you really don't even need Brees here. But yeah, I think that's fair, and I would definitely do it. Yeah, I mean, good trades. All of these are good trades for you. So well done. This is on brand. Perfect way to get out of here. And with this, Nemesis wants to know, how does the bonus league picks work in DraftLane? All right, so talking about not the NFL picks, but the league picks.
Yeah, so if you pick them all right, you're supposed to get an extra win for the week. So you have to pick every matchup in your league, the winner or loser of every matchup in your league, and if you get them all right, you're supposed to get an extra win. I'll be honest, I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, it's optional. I'm kind of waiting to feel out how the league plays, right, to see who's got what and what all the things that change and the injuries and stuff. But I might try it out this week. But also, you can do the NFL picks, which I'm doing as many if I remember to do in all those leagues every time, because you're picking the winners of the games, and that gets you extra points, like actual fancy points towards your matchup. And look, I had a few that were won or lost by like less than 2 points, so that can make the difference right there. Even that little bonus NFL picks. In the league picks, yeah, I might try it out this week as well. And then, of course, you have the boost options. Why when we talk about the booms, I mean, these are players like, well, yeah, we want to start them. But if you are in DraftLane leagues, you put those guys as a boost. And you'll find out who those guys are pretty soon when that video comes out.
Yes.
All right. And we do have one more, Neftali Diaz again. It's a 12-man full PPR. Okay, that's the bench. Oh yeah, it's first season. Well, I think we already kind of addressed this, but trade Judy for something if you can.
Yep. Judy still has name value. People still believe. I think if you can get something for Judy, I would.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Like
I hate to say there's not a lot of trade value otherwise. So sit tight, hold Judkins, hope his value goes up, trade Judy while you can. Is that Trevor Lawrence? You could drop Trevor Lawrence to pick up somebody else who could have value, a stash, That's probably it. All right, let's end with this. Thank you, Don. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you who've been on here every day, possibly all night. Couldn't do this without you, so hopefully helping you get wins this week, but don't worry. You don't have to wait much longer if you still need more help, because we'll be back tomorrow before the game. Don't forget to turn notifications on so you know as soon as we go live. And of course, you can use the DraftLane app anytime to ask any of these questions. You can use it. If you have Yahoo Sleeper Leagues, you can sync it and we can see your rosters, your waivers, trade questions, all that. If you don't, you can still ask a question and you can type out just like you do here in the chat. Works just as well. Don't forget, on the way out, give us a thumbs up. We definitely appreciate it. And we will see you. Oh,
hold on. We got to end with this.
This live stream, Bob better than Miami offense. That's almost a guarantee. Unlike 90% of the actual Miami fans for anything, I'm not a fair weather fan. I will keep the Dolphins hat up. Just like Juice is like he's like, I'm a true Saints fan. I wear the paper bag. Yeah, I'll at least the Canes are good this year. That's more important. Thank you, Arthur, though. Appreciate it. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow before the game.